Story Gymnasium, Larry Proietti along with Nick Proietti. We are just getting ready to wrap up the junior varsity contest between the East Lady Thunderbirds and the Central Lady Indians, where East has a 54-30 lead presently. And again, the matinee performance will be coming up here with girls action at 6 o'clock, and the guys will follow at 7:30. We do have both coaches coming up back-to-back, that being Glenn Kirkbride along with Eric Westling. We'll get to that interview coming up here in a little bit. You know, a night that's perfect for basketball. I mean, the weather's not the greatest here in Cheyenne, but again, I think we're going to see Story Gymnasium on both sides. And again, we can't really take a look behind us, but we can look across the way. We're going to see a lot of red and black across the way. We're going to see a lot of blue and black behind us here in a little bit, but it's going to be
it's the thing to do.
It's the Battle of Cheyenne.
Well, and again, it's a thing to do here this Thursday evening at Story Gymnasium. Again, it's a battle on both the girls and boys side of two teams. Again, let's look at the girls very quickly. 2 versus 5 in the WHSAA Preps Media and Coaches poll. On the boys side, it's 1 versus 2 in the Class 4A WHSAA Preps Media and Coaches poll. So again, you got top 5 action happening where, again, we're so early on in this conference season, but this holds a lot of weight, especially as we look towards early March, towards that regional tournament up at Natrona County. That, again, both of these teams, especially on the girls' side, as close as it's going to be with East, Central, and now Laramie. Again, something to keep an eye out where, you know, you want that favorable higher seeding as we enter into that East regional tournament.
On the boys' side in the Southeast, it's a 2-team race. On the girls' side, it's a 3-team race. And again, too, where we talked with Coach Kirkbride, and they lost at Laramie. And again, I have seen great teams lose at Laramie. It's a hostile basketball environment over there.
Don't disrespect the Laramie Lady Plainsmen. We know that they are a talented bunch. Again, they had a close loss to Cheyenne East. Again, that was at Cheyenne East. We'll see what happens with the Eastside Lady Thunderbirds as they have to head over the hill later on in the season to take on that same Laramie team. But again, don't disrespect Laramie. Again, they're still a team to keep an eye out, especially here in the Southeast Quadrant, especially on the girls' side.
I was asked earlier today how I handicapped tonight's games, and what I came with the standard answer. I expect a split here tonight. I really do, and I do believe that the East Lady Thunderbirds. And again, sorry, Central fans, and I know your mom was a Central grad, and you and your sister East grads, and I used to always hate when East and Central got together because there was that little inner home battle. But I see on the ladies' side, I see the Lady Thunderbirds being a little bit better.
Well, look at, again, evidence of here the JV, where, again, you got some varsity players, again, at least playing in this contest. We'll play later on here in a few short minutes. 54-32, about 30 seconds remaining here in this ball game. That could be an indication of how this game goes on the varsity side. Boys, though, again, closer. It's 1 versus 2. That one's a virtual coin flip for me. I gave the slight edge, as we talked about on the pro show, again, to Cheyenne Central, of just kind of going through both sides of the basketball. That Central, again, has proven a lot, and again, they've shown a lot more, at least improvement, talent, especially with, again, where both sides have big injuries. Cheyenne Central's kind of proven a little bit more of what we've seen so far here early in the season.
But on the boys' side, Central has overcome the Talich injury.
Yeah.
They made that adjustment with Williger moving to the 4 and bringing Whitworth off the bench at the 2.
Central had a tough go to adjust to that. Again, picked up one loss after that injury happened. We'll see with Cheyenne East, again, with the Colter McAnally situation. We see that he is in a hand cast right now. Again, don't know if that's indication that he's done for the season or kind of put out for the season. But either way, again, he will not be available for tonight's game.
And that would also mean now that Cam Hayes, who came off as the number 6, a very strong number 6, makes the depth chart a little weaker for Cheyenne East. And again, going on depth, that's where I'm going to, with the D-Hoffs and the Tafoyas as opposed to the Joey Rails, and going down the line, I gotta hand that depth going over to the Cheyenne Central Indians. We are going to check in with our pregame show coaches. We have first Glenn Kirkbride of the Central Lady Indians coming up, and then we will also have coming up for you as well head coach Eric Westling. They'll be coming up back-to-back as our pregame show continues. We will be back after the 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching high school basketball on 1480 KRAE.
Each of us comes with a different story, a different way of looking at the world. So whatever it is that makes you different will make all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
Right now, we're talking with Glenn Kirkbride, head coach of the Cheyenne Central Lady Indians. Coach, opening weekend for you with the conference play going 1-1. But let's be real candid about the one loss, the one blemish against the Lady Plainsmen. Laramie, it's a tough house. I don't care if it's the old gym, the new gym. That is a tough house. You've seen the Lady Plainsmen. Yeah. We got a lot of respect for them.
Absolutely. They're very good. They're very good there in particular. And you know, that game was amazingly evenly matched. It really was. I think we had about 3-ish. We've watched the film. We've talked to the kids. About 3-ish breakdowns. And that's the game. And a game that's that close, if you're going to lose somebody or whatever, you're calling a breakdown. If that happens, that can make the difference.
Well, and again, where you tip your cap to the Lady Plainsmen, they came over to the Thunderdome and did not get blown out. So,
Correct.
Again, if we look at a horse race in the southeast quadrant, and again, we know that Brody's still trying to find an identity with his Lady Fighting Bison. But again, this could be a three-way battle and a slip up on any night, and
Correct.
somebody's going to be moved to the top of the pack.
Correct. It can really cost you. And we've talked about that before. It's a deal where everything's so close and so tight on this side, in particular our quadrant, but the whole side, that, one little slip up can really cost you.
Talking about tonight's game against the East High Lady Thunderbirds, what I like about this matchup, and I think this has been kind of an easy practice for you, their pressing defense is absolutely superior. Yep. Yours is too. And again, this is one, can either team get the ball out of the backcourt tonight?
That's right. I hope we can. We'll have to see. That is a dang good team that's very, very well coached. They've got kids that have played a lot of basketball, and we're just going to try to stay within ourselves and see what happens, man. We've preached all week to be the aggressor. We've preached all week to really take care of that basketball. We'll see if we can get it done.
You're getting great bench play. You got great inside play. I hate to say this, though, but I see a lot of pressure on Mia. She's got to be that field general on the floor tonight.
Absolutely. Things change when she's not on the floor. That's something we see, too. And so we've been working on it a little bit, but that just speaks to the leadership and the quality of that kid. We need her out there. The girls love her. She does some great stuff. She does her things with some speed that we like. It's good.
Final thought, East Central. And I know we'd like to have these in the field house. I know we'd like to have it over at the Thunderdome. But, again, historic Story Gymnasium. These young ladies, again, there's a lot of history, a lot of tradition here. It is the crosstown rivalry.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit how you kind of deflect that pressure off of them.
Yeah, again, it's something that we try to just put our focus on us, on doing the things we want to do and trying to do them really, really well. And so it's tough. The girls, there's a lot of history there. They know everybody on that team. Everybody on that team knows us. It's something that it's special. If you like basketball, you like this game. And so to downplay it, sometimes we try. For the most part, let it go because it's going to happen.
Glenn Kirkbride join us on our pregame show. We're going to have him take off the headsets real quick. We have Eric Westling standing by, so we will go from Cheyenne Central to Cheyenne East. So go ahead and pop those off, Coach. And again, we'll talk with the East High Lady Thunderbirds head coach Eric Westling right here on 1480 KRAE. So pregame show continues on, and again, we'll have starting lineups coming up here in just a little bit. We'll get Coach Westling to sit down, as we continue on. Coach, real quick, we look back at last weekend's win. Again, a doubleheader sweep for you. The Friday game against the Cheyenne South Lady Fighting Bison, what I liked about that particular win was you came out cold shooting, but you could always bank on your top flight defense to bail you out of any situation.
Yeah, I think that's kind of always been our calling card, and fortunately that's why we're allowed to shoot and not be in trouble when we take shots, is if you're going to make it up on the defensive end, then you earn those shots, and I thought the girls did a good job there. You
know, and again, too, I look at, we had good looks at the bucket, especially there in the first quarter, but no biscuits in the basket. I'm not going to say that, hey, your kids overlooked the South High Lady Fighting Bison, but was there that possibility that they took them a little lightly? You know, I think really we had a good prep for them and kind of knew what they wanted to do, but I really think really for us it was a confidence thing. We got on our own heads, got in our own way, and when we have shooters that are really good shooters and they don't see those first couple go down, I think they just kind of got in their own heads, and so I felt like we were pretty focused for South, quite honestly, but yeah, I think there was a little bit of getting in our own heads there. You know what? You look at tonight's game and just had that conversation moments ago with head coach Glenn Kirkbride. Cheyenne East, Cheyenne Central. One thing is, who's going to be able to get it over the timeline? You both have exceptional backcourt pressure. You know, you're going to have to fight through that tonight. Yeah, you know, and that's what we're fortunate to have in our quadrant is a bunch of teams that just sharpen each other, and so it's a great test for us tonight, and I'm excited to see if our film study and what our plan is, if we can execute that, and again, in these kind of games, it's the little things, it's the toughness that always shines through. So. Talk about the little things, Izzy DeLong. What more can you say about her, especially last week? You know, again, we almost call, you know, the Bowden Lilliadals and the Schlabs, you know, we call them out all the time on the radio, but Izzy is just everywhere. I mean, she's in your back pocket if you don't get, you know, if you don't keep your eye in your pocket. Yeah, she's quietly becoming, in my opinion, one of the better on-ball defenders in the state, and it's really fun to watch her grow into that role, and she loves it, and has kind of found her identity there, and it's fun to watch. You've been here at Story Gym, so again, the veterans on your team know the lay of the land. Does that, and again, you know, I'm being the media guy here, I'm trying to find, is there any type of advantage for Cheyennes having more games here than Cheyenne Central? You know, I hope we'll take any advantage we can get, but yeah, I think having kids that have played a lot here definitely helps those younger kids look at them and say, hey, you know, I guess I shouldn't be so worried because look at my teammate, they're okay. So hopefully that advantage helps us tonight. Final thought, and I mentioned this with Coach Kirkbride as well, to East Central. I've seen a lot of them in my lifetime. They're always, you know, and again, it is the cliche throughout the record books. You just never know what's going to happen here. Again, as you and your coaching staff, and you've been through these wars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Kids are going to come out of, they're going to be full of adrenaline. They know who's on the other side, who they're playing. How do you take some of that game time pressure off of them? You know, you want to make the small plays first, and if you worry about doing a box out or getting in help side, that kind of takes that edge off of these kinds of games. Having been in a lot of them, playing in them, those help. But I would, you know, it's just, these are the why for high school hoops. These are why you play, is to be in these games and see what you're made of. So we're really excited. Well, the nice thing is going to be a playoff atmosphere here tonight with East Central. This is the first time they're going to meet in conference play, and a great place to play right here at Historic Gymnasium. Thank you to Eric Westling. Thank you again to head coach Glenn Kirkbride. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We're back with the starting lineups right here on 1480 KRAE.
Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and we offer your family the best selection and service in the region with expert advice and quality work done right the first time. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
Before you go flat, you better go fat. Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
For 17 years at Kia of Cheyenne, we have strived to offer the best value in a new vehicle. I'm AJ Miller, and the new 2023 Kia Seltos will take on the roads with rugged capabilities for all climates. The 2023 Kia Seltos has available all-wheel drive, 10-inch touchscreen, heated seats, and turbocharged power. With the new Kia, get one of the best warranties in the business. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on taco at Tuesday John's. Oh, whoops, Taco John's.
Hey guys. He's not wearing anything.
What? Hi, I'd like to order a hot chocolate, please. What? Are you...
Timing is everything, Nick. We timed it out perfectly. Hey, do you want to mention our doubleheader tonight's being brought to you by Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, MHP, LLP, Lennox Auto Body, the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Holiday Motors, Platte Valley Bank, Merritt Plumbing and Heating, Cheyenne Urological, Cheyenne Package Ship, the Go Window Company, Kia of Cheyenne, Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Tier Bank, Burns Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service, the United States Air Force Recruiting Office, Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Del Range, 2 doors down, downtown Cheyenne, Medicare Pharmacy, Page and Zach Lane at Number One Properties, and Taco John's, our scoreboard sponsor. Well, we are ready to do the starting lineup thing. Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds will be the visiting team, and this is the way they'll come out on the backcourt with Izzy DeLong. She's 5'6" and a senior. She'll be joined by Brady Schlapp, who also is a senior. She is 5'7". In the middle will be Elisiana Fonseca. She's a 6'1" senior. At one wing will be Taylor Cassett, 5'7" and a senior. At the other wing will be Bowden Lilliard, all 5'6" and a senior. So it'll be DeLong, Schlabbs, Fonseca, Cassett, and Lilliard for the Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds, who will be in their travel black, white numerals, and the powder blue outline.
For the Lady Thunderbirds, they come into this contest 11-1 overall. They are unbeaten so far in conference play. They are the number 2 team here in Class 4A, according to the Wild Preps Media Coaches poll. And Cheyenne East 11-1 as of right now.
For the Cheyenne Central Lady Indians, this is the way they will come out with Mia Garrick in the backcourt. She's 5'3" and a senior. She'll be joined in the backcourt by, it looks like it's going to be Madison Bailey, who's a 5'8" senior. In the middle will be Carson Temple. She's a 5'9" sophomore. At one wing will be Morgan Kirkbride, who's a 5'6" senior. At the other wing, it will be Ella Gillum, who is a 5'10" junior. So it is Mia Garrick along with Bailey. We'll also see Kirkbride, Temple, and for the Central Lady Indians, Gillum. So they'll be in their home white, if I'm looking right, Nick, down here, with the black numerals and the red outline with Tribe across their front.
Cheyenne Central Lady Indians coming into this contest 9-3 overall. They are 1-1 in conference play. They're one loss on the road against Laramie Lady Plainsmen. They are the number 5 team in Class 4A, according to the Wild Preps Media and Coaches poll. And Cheyenne Central Lady Indians 9-3 How about this? Again, a battle of 2 versus 5 here as we are early into conference play, but this holds a lot of weight regarding regional standings, or at least kind of focus to that regional tournament. Again, 2 versus 5. It is advertised. Again, this should be fun. Cheyenne has definitely showed up again, a packed crowd here at Story Gymnasium. As you're listening to today's games, again, it's girls and boys action between East and Central on 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480KRAE.com on the audio side. Video live streaming as we do on the 1480 KRAE YouTube channel. As I mentioned, the AM side, again, do know it's currently down, but again, go over to our FM, our radio side, or again, here on the YouTube side, 1480 KRAE's YouTube channel. Subscribe and also do give us a like on the video. We appreciate that.
It'll be Temple and Fonseca to jump center circle. Ball is up in the air. Tap comes down into Izzy DeLong's hand as Izzy will bring it over the timeline. East going to attacking the zone to our right. Again, thanks for joining us on the video as well as on the audio side. Inside they go to Fonseca and draws the game's first whistle. 14 seconds into play. It's going to be on Gillum, I do believe. It's going to be Kirkbride.
Cheyenne Central Lady Indians will pick up their first foul.
First shot by Fonseca is good.
Cheyenne East very quickly again coming off of again an explosive victory on the road technically against Cheyenne South. Game that we had here live on 1480 KRAE.
Second shot is no good. Rebound hauled in by Temple quickly to Gehrig. Gehrig down low off the glass and good. And the Lady Indians grab a 2-1 lead as they break the press and get down to score quickly. That was Izzy Kelly who got the last minute start for Cheyenne Central. Down low again, they go to Fonseca. Fonseca has her shot partially blocked right into the hands of Mia Gehrig. Gehrig to Kelly. Kelly over to Gehrig. Gehrig in between the rings, right in front of us as we're sitting courtside. Now to Kelly on the angle. On a bounce to Kirkbride, top of the key. Fire side over to Bailey. Now to Gehrig on the wing. She'll send it back out on top to Kirkbride. Hands it off to Bailey. Bailey on a bounce over to Kelly. Check that to Temple. Temple wanting to get inside. Cast it on her. She'll pull up from 15. Partially blocked. Saved by Kirkbride right into the hands of Lilliadall, and Lilliadall will push it on down and then double dribbles it. Trying to get fancy behind the back and lost control of it, so she will turn it over. And the Lady Indians will get the basketball. One thing, too, with Cheyenne Central, Cheyenne East, and when Fonseca went to the free throw line, they hold that distinct advantage. They're 71% from the stripe. Cheyenne Central only 52%. Bailey.
That might come down to at least the situation here in this game.
Kirkbride now on top to Gehrig. Gehrig readjusts the offense. Fires it over to Bailey, and the baseline jumper is good. So Bailey hits the bucket, and the lead extends out to 4-1 Cheyenne Central. East, we saw a slow start against the South High Lady Fighting Bison. Inside they will go to Schlab. Schlabs will send it back out to DeLong for three. Bang! And Izzy DeLong connects long range. And again, we got confusion on the floor. Look at all the lines on the floor here too, because LCCC also plays out here. Inside drive by Temple. That's good.
As here we go. High-powered offense is really picking up here. Back and forth we go. Central with a 2-point advantage.
DeLong busts the press, gets it down to Cassett in the corner near side. Knocked away. Her pass. Trying to force it into Fonseca. And then on the transition, Central throws it away off on the far side. Try to get it into Bailey's hands. First substitution will be Jade Brown, who will come on in. The freshman, the 6'2" freshman, whose brother will be playing on the opposite side, on the men's side. And I mean, he'll be playing for Central. Schlabs behind the back inside, kicks it in the corner. DeLong open for the three. Bang! And another trifecta. She is the trump card for this East High team.
And East just like that with a 3-pointer. Again, 1-point lead, up 7-6.
Gehrig over to Bailey. Madison sends it on top to Kirkbride. She'll score for the three. That one's off the back of the iron. Battle for the rebound with Temple and Brown, and knocked away by Temple, but off the fingertips of Brown, and it'll be out to Central.
And the Lady Indians looking to play spoiler here at neutral site, Story Gymnasium. Central is the home team in this ball game.
Inbounds to Kirkbride. Kirkbride over to Bailey. Bailey with a drive. Pull up from the baseline. Good. Pretty simple. Madison Bailey with 4 points. And the 8-7 Central lead. Backcourt pressure again applied by the Lady Indians. East slabs with a rare turnover into the hands of Kelly. Bounce it down to Temple. Down low, they go back to Kelly, and she will kiss it up the window and good. Izzy Kelly, the 5'8" sophomore.
How about a quick 4-point swing in favor of Cheyenne Central, who lead by 3.
10-7 DeLong finds Brown along the side in front of the Central bench. Down low, they go to Fonseca. Off the glass, good. Well, that's how you work it perfectly, and Fonseca finishes it off. And then we're going to get a foul during the shot.
That'll be the second team foul called against the Lady Indians. Count the basket. Chance for the and one.
Foul will be on Madison Bailey with the body contact. And Luciana picks up her 4th point. We are tied at 10-10. In the backcourt, Central busting the pressure. Bailey on a bounce to Kirkbride. Kirkbride has her shot rejected by Brown. Into the hands of Schlabs. Brady pushing it down quickly over to Lillidahl. Both Lillidahl and Schlabs quiet here in the first quarter. Schlabs on top, far side. Into the corner they go to Brown. Skims off the rim, battle for the rebound. Hitting the floor hard was Kelly along with DeLong. And they're going to say it went off DeLong's hands, much to the chagrin of the Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbird fans.
3:52 remains here in the first quarter, which is getting high electricity here.
Gehrig double teamed, and then a reach in from the far side official on DeLong. So Izzy picks up her first.
That'll be team's first call against the Lady Thunderbirds.
3:46 to go here in the quarter. Temple right in front of us and in front of the East bench as she will bring it in. First substitution for Cheyenne Central. Oh, by the way, that'll be Taylon Wade. Wade with the basketball, baseline jumper, can't get it to go. Ball up in the air, loose on the floor, and Lillidahl comes away with it. Fires it over to DeLong, still loose on the floor. Kirkbride, DeLong, and Temple tie up. It'll be a jump ball, and it will be out to the Lady Indians. That was a hot potato on the floor there.
Little scrum without a doubt, but again, ball will stay with the Lady Indians. Tie ball game, 10 apiece.
Gehrig from the far side, looking for somebody to get open, has to send it back to Kelly. Kelly. We hadn't seen much of. She was pretty much shelved. Bad pass taken away by Brown. Brown quickly to Schlabs. Schlabs. Far side, Lillidahl for the 3. That's going to be short. Long rebound comes out to Lillidahl. She lost her footing, lost the ball, ends up in the hands of Kirkbride. 3-on-2 for Cheyenne Central. Wade, spin around and will draw, and she will walk with it. So on the travel, Central will give it back to East. We're still tied at 10s. Bailey will come back in for Kelly. We'll also see Cashlyn Haas come in, another freshman. 6-footer, she'll come in for Fonseca. And we'll see Peyton Hall in. So we got 3 freshmen on the floor right now for the for the East High Lady Thunderbirds.
But don't knock them as being freshmen, though. They are big-time playmakers, as we've seen for the Lady Thunderbirds.
Brown on the wing, far side. Inside they go to Haas. Back on top they go to Schlabs. Look at that move by Schlabs. It won't be a continuation foul. The foul will be prior to the shot.
Third whistle going against the Lady Indians.
That'll be on Temple. And we'll see Kelly, Izzy Kelly come back in. As she will check in. Inbounds will come to Schlabs. Haas has her shot partially blocked by Kelly, but into the hands of Hall. Hall's pass is blocked, and into Brown. It was tipped into Brown's hands. Brown turnaround jumper, and she'll draw the foul on Kelly. For Izzy Kelly, her first, team's 4th.
And again, was in the act of shooting, so Brown at the line.
So Jade Brown shooting a couple, trying to break this stalemate at 10. And first shot is no good. East right now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. A team again shoots 70%. Second shot on the way. Eyes it. fires it and can't get it to go. So the freshman missing both during East Central. Far side, Bailey with the basketball in the near court. Takes it in, throws it up, can't get it to go. Temple comes flat crashing in for the rebound, then ties up with Haas, and it'll be out to the East High Lady Thunderbirds. How about Temple coming out of nowhere to almost steal that rebound?
Stops the clock, 2:23 remains here in the first quarter. Again, 8-minute quarters in the high school game.
Liljedahl to Hall in the backcourt. Back to Liljedahl. And Liljedahl will find Brown. Down low, they go, Haas, that's easy money. Oh, somebody's got to be open. If you can get the pass there, Haas will cash in, and she did. 12-10. Quickly down court. Bailey did not take the shot from the baseline. Now kicks it back out to Temple. Temple fires it over to Wade for the three. Rimmed out. Did a 360 right into the waiting arms of Brown to Hall. Long lead pass to Schlabs in the corner. Back out to Hall. She'll step back for a 16-footer. That won't go. Rebound. Haas throws it up. Can't get it to go. Another rebound by Brown. Taken away by Temple. Long lead pass for Bailey. And then Madison Bailey pushing from behind on Liljedahl. And for Bailey, that will be number 2 here in the quarter.
As that'll be team's 5th foul called against Cheyenne Central.
So Izzy DeLong will come in. And Cassett will also check back in. She'll come in for Haas. Central also sent Kirkbride in, as she will have to come in for Bailey. Bailey's going to have to sit down, I would think, for quite a bit. Hall, Brown in the corner, tied up, gets the ball off, sends it back out to Liljedahl from DeLong. Now back to Liljedahl for 3. Bang! Oh, my. That was shot from the moon. 15-10 now, and then a backcourt foul by the Lady Thunderbirds, who haven't committed a lot of them.
That'll be second whistled right there.
So that's going to be on DeLong, her second, right?
And you're correct.
And we're going to see Booth come on in for Cheyenne East. Ariana Booth, 5'6" junior. And then we're going to have a grab. Looks like it's going to be on Brown.
Yeah, she'll pick up her first foul. Team's 3rd now against Cheyenne East.
So DeLong will have to step on out quickly. Liljedahl will come back in, and for Cheyenne Central, we'll also see yet another substitution. That'll be Gonzalez coming in, the 5'10" sophomore. 5'4" sophomore. Driving along the baseline, her shot is no good. That was Temple's shot. Hall comes away with the rebound with under a minute to play. Back to Liljedahl. How about an NBA 3? That one off the back of the iron, tracked down by Booth. Booth throws it and traveled with it. She wanted initially to get it to Liljedahl, but stepping in front of her was Kelly. So it will force the turnover, and Central the basketball. 44.7 seconds. They've been stuck on 10 for a few minutes.
For a few minutes now, as at least Cheyenne East with a 5-point lead.
Kelly over to Wade. Wade on the far side. Gets it down low to Gonzalez. Loses the handle. And she'll tie up with Brown. It'll be a jump ball and out to Cheyenne Central. They'll load it up left of their bucket.
Moving the possession arrow favor Cheyenne East now, but again, Lady Indians still a shot here to get back in this game.
Temple gets it in. A lot of hands there, but somehow, some way, Kelly comes away with it. Gonzalez for 3, and that's an air ball. Rebound pulled down by Hall. Hall quickly on a lead pass to Liljedahl with 20 seconds to go. Inside they go to Brown. Brown, nice little sidestep, can't get it to go. Misses her first shot, loses the ball as she tried to go back a second time, and then she's tied it for a jump ball, and it'll be out to East with 11.9 seconds to go. 15-10 our score.
A lot of emotion, a lot of high octane, just movement here by both teams.
Liljedahl into Brown, on top, now into the corner. They'll go to Liljedahl. She looks at the clock with about 7.5 seconds to go. Drives inside, count the bucket. Oh my, what a drive along the baseline. And the foul will be on Kelly. That will be her second personal foul.
Team 6 whistled against Cheyenne Central. 17-10 advantage East High.
Liljedahl looking for the old-fashioned 3 and gets. 6 points for Lillian all here in the quarter. 18-10 for Cheyenne Central with 2 seconds go. Backcourt pressure as the Lady Indians can't get it over the timeline, but it doesn't matter. After one, East 18, Central 10. We're back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Don't fumble with your family dinner tonight. Score extra points at Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down is wired for football season and with a menu that won't penalize your pocketbook. Two Doors Down menu selections are perfect for the active family, from gourmet burgers and bottomless fries to soups and salads to the all-new platters and, of course, your favorite beverages. Tackle your family's cravings tonight at Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. For full menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, flippin' great burgers since 2009.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
Bassett along with Fonseca. We'll see Schlabs, will Hall, also along with Hall, and Lillidahl. It'll be Wade along with Ava Newton, who's checked in. Ava Newton, a sophomore, 5'10". Temple, Gehrig, and Kirkbride to open up quarter number 2 for the Lady Indians. Into the near court comes Gehrig. Gehrig to Temple. Down low, Temple wanting to get inside, kicks it back out to Kirkbride, open for the 3 off the back of the iron. That won't go. Kept alive by Newton, and last touched by Hall out to Cheyenne Central.
As the Lady Indians again struggling right now on the offensive side. They have not put up a basket or at least a point in quite some time here. They've been held at 10 for about a good 4 minutes game clock.
18-10, our score here as we have no corner to Ava Newton. Throws up an errant shot. Rebound pulled down by Hall. And then a miscue foul in the backcourt by Gehrig.
As that'll be 7th whistled against Cheyenne Central. It is bonus time now for Cheyenne East.
It will send Peyton Hall to the line. She'll be shooting a pair. Or shooting one and possibly penalty. You figure these rims are all warmed up after the job that Xavier McCord did last night for the LCCC Lady Golden, for the Golden Eagles, I should say. Oh my, 48 points. He knocked down against Western Wyoming. Taking it all the way is Temple after the missed shot, and finally the Lady Indians get on the board here, 18-12. It was a long scoring drought. Schlabs to Fonseca. Fonseca pull up baseline jumper, good.
Just making their presence felt on the inside, especially with the height advantage for Cheyenne East.
Temple quickly, 2-on-2, and I think it might be on Lillidahl.
As that'll be the 4th whistle going against the Lady Thunderbirds.
Called on Schlabs.
Get her with the push foul. Stops the clock, 7:07 remains here in the first half. Central with the basketball.
Not a shooting situation. Inbounds will come to Gehrig. Gehrig with a little pump fake. Wanted to get inside, dumps it along the baseline to Temple, and will draw the block foul on Fonseca.
That'll be the 5th whistle going against Cheyenne East. Fonseca, as you mentioned, picking up the foul her first.
East starting to mount up in the fouls right now. 7 already for Central, 5 for the Lady Thunderbirds. First shot of the way, good by Temple.
Officiating crew keeping it pretty near even.
Again, Carson Temple, just a sophomore. She's got a couple more good years left with this Central Lady Indian program. She's a battler.
But that's a scary thing for both squads. Again, Central and East have a lot of youth that, again, are getting a lot of varsity minutes in and finding success.
Temple hits both free throws to make it 20-14. Hall dumps it back to Lillidahl. Lillidahl over to Hall. She'll step back for the 3. And they're taking it from the white line. Do you notice that, Nick? They're kind of confused a little bit. They're going back to the the JUCO line.
Yeah, we've talked with the head coaches here that, again, they're a little frustrated with the lines. Again, with LCCC taking at least camp here at Story.
Fonseca inside, dumps one up and in. And she's got already 8 points. Ball loose on the floor. Schlabs along with Wade. And I think it'll be Schlabs and Wade tying up. and it'll be out to the Lady Thunderbirds.
Again,
this has been a high-octane game.
Yeah, without a doubt. Again, LCCC taking at least home base here at Story Gymnasium for the next couple of seasons, while, again, the new rack is renovated. Again, as you see as well, too, there are shot clocks here at Story Gymnasium, but that does not affect the high school game here.
Yeah, it's stopped on 30 right now and not moving.
Well, again, that shot clock, again, only affects JUCO squad. Again, for LCCC, again, it is not effective here in high school basketball.
So, again, going back to McCord, his big game last night against Western Wyoming, oh my. And the LCCC preserves the win here at home. Schlab's jumper hangs up on the rim for the longest time. Fonseca timed her jump perfectly and comes down the rebound, had it taken away by, looked like Newton, and then knocked off Newton's thigh and out of bounds.
Ball will stay with the Eastside Lady Thunderbirds.
Lilliedal gets it into Schlabs. Schlabs sends it back out to Lilliedal. Lilliedal throws one up, out balance, and kisses it off the glass. Is there anything that Bo Lilliedal can't do?
Impressive as now for Cheyenne East. They have a 10-point lead.
3-on-1 for the Lady Indians. Temple on the bounce. Newton off the glass. Good. That's how you beat the press, and that'll be easy buckets for the Lady Indians. They're down by 8, 24-16. Schlabs in the backcourt. Finds Lilliedal. Lilliedal down low. Fonseca wide open. Rushed the shot. I think she just saw way too much glass. There was nobody around her and rushed the shot. Can't get it to go. And then we're going to have a loose ball foul.
As that'll be the sixth whistle going against Cheyenne East.
And for Fonseca, that is her second. That's the frustration foul by missing the shot, but she had a wide open look at it. For the Lady Indians, they'll be shooting next time on the defensive foul side. Kirkbride in the backcourt dumps it back to Gehrig. As the defense backs off, Gehrig with the left hand, switches over to the right hand on the near side, throws it away as Bailey was breaking for the bucket and Gehrig was throwing it outside. And a turnover by the Lady Indians. Hall and Lilliedal in the backcourt. Lilliedal over the timeline. Finds a wide open Brown. But Brown unselfishly gets it off to Haas. Haas misses the bunny and kept alive, ends up in the hands of Lilliedal and out of Schlabs. Schlabs crosses over to Hall as she will back it out and reload the offense. Bad pass, knocked away, but Schlabs comes away with it. Schlabs goes inside, dumps it down low. Hall can't come up with it. Hall put on the brakes along the baseline, not near the bucket.
Again, this Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds team with one loss on the season. That loss coming on the road against Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
Bad pass by Kirkbride, but at least Newton comes back for it. And we'll give it off to Gehrig. Gehrig right here in front of us.
Cheyenne East making that note as well, too. Again, have not lost to a Wyoming opponent in quite some time.
Gehrig tried to float one down low to Bailey, and Bailey bowls over Schlabs without the basketball. And that will be number 3, and we haven't seen a lot of Madison Bailey tonight.
That'll be the 8th whistle going against Cheyenne Central. Again, an offensive foul, so not a shooting situation for Cheyenne East.
So Hall, right here in front of us, double team, has to dump it back to Lilliedal. Lilliedal over the timeline with about a second to spare. Quickly out to Schlabs for 3. That one no good off the back of the iron. Rebound hauled in by Brown, tied up with Gehrig, and it will be a jump ball, and it will be out to Cheyenne Central.
Stop the clock with 4:13 remaining here in the first half. And East leading up by 8.
Neither team taking a breath right now, that's for sure. Inbounds, Temple. Far side over to Kirkbride. And then on the wing to Gehrig. Gehrig has it knocked away by Hall, and then it goes off Gehrig. So it will be out to the Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds on the turnover.
As we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Kirkbride.
With 4:02 to go on the Taka-John scoreboard, it's East 24, Central 16. We're back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE. 30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Hi, this is Larry Proietti for cars in downtown Cheyenne. This is the only place I take my vehicle for service, be it just an oil change, timing belt, checking on my heating air conditioning unit, and even to replace a burnt-out brake light bulb or worn-out windshield wipers. John and his staff are there to take care of most minor repairs. John is even a TechNet professional. What does that mean to you? He's one of the best when it comes to servicing your car or truck. Check out TechNetProfessional.com today. Open Monday through Friday at 604 West Lincoln Way, or call Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service for an appointment at 632-0498. Gymnasium. Nick, this would be your true playoff atmosphere right here. We had that intensity last Friday night at Cheyenne South, but here, Story Gym, this is the playoffs right now.
Well, I was going to say again, twice we've seen it at Cheyenne South, whether it was East versus South or again Green River versus South. Again, we felt that intensity across town, but yes, without a doubt, again, this holds a lot towards, again, that regional tournament regarding the standings, even though, again, we're so early on in conference play, but this means a lot, especially to Cheyenne Central, if they can try and upset the Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds team.
Lay it all into the near court, far side, now back on top, on a bounce over to Hall, near side. Across the way to Schlabs. Now they'll reload the offense. Schlabs gets by Gehrig with the left hand, driving down along the baseline, kicks it out. Hall, baseline jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound hauled in by Cashlin Haas. Haas over to Lilliedall, to Schlabs for three. Another offensive board by Haas. Another bunny missed by Haas. And then we're going to have a whistle down below. And let's see, I think it might be a loose ball foul on Haas.
It will be, as that will be the 7th whistle going against Cheyenne East. As again, it will be shooting time.
Yeah, on the loose ball foul. So for the Central Lady Indians, and again, a team that does not shoot well from the free throw line, they shoot 52%. And let's see, it will be, I do believe it's going to be Taylon Wade at the stripe. So she will try one and possibly get the bonus. First shot on the way is good. Perfect.
Makes it now 24-17 advantage Cheyenne East.
You have to like those that barely even tickle the net. 24-17, second shot on the way. And that one rimmed out right into the arms of Brown. Brown quickly outlets it to Hall. Hall pushes it on the far side over to Schlabs. Schlabs dumps it down low, turns it over into the waiting arms of Temple. Temple quickly to Gehrig. And Gehrig from behind has a pocket picked by Schlabs. How about that? Schlabs puts on the brakes, sends it back out to Hall for a three. Bang! And again, all threes made by the Lady Thunderbird, Nick, have been at the LCCC stripe.
Going for the JUCO of the college three-pointer.
Ball taken away by Schlab. She has Gehrig to beat. And missed the bunny. Oh my. It was an easy one. Quickly down court. Temple off the glass to Wade. She will cash in. And the Central Lady Indians are down by 8, 27-19.
As both student sections making their presence felt.
Hall pushes off on Gehrig, but drew the bump. I think Mia might be a little gassed right now.
9th whistle going against Cheyenne Central.
And Ava Newton will come in. And I think, too, just from, again, you don't want to come off the floor, but you can tell she's kind of running on fumes there. So Newton will come on in for Gehrig. At the line will be Peyton Hall. First shot on the way. That one somehow, some way finds the bucket. And good.
Makes it now 28-19 advantage Cheyenne East. 2:34 remaining here in the first half.
Cassett will come in for Haas. Booth hoping to come in if Hall can sink the next free throw. And she can't. Temple battles for the rebound, knocked away by Brown, but tracked down quickly by the Lady Thunderbirds. Breaking down free was Wade, and she threw it too hard at the glass. Temple gets the offensive board, and she'll be grabbed onto by Cassett. And it will be Cassett's first foul. At the line, it will be Temple to shoot a pair.
Team's 8th called against Lady Thunderbirds.
First shot is good. Temple perfect 3 of 3. So Hall will come on out, and we will see into the lineup Booth, Ariana Booth. back in again. 2:24 to go here until halftime. Second shot, that one in and out. Rebound hauled in by Brown. Brown picking up a lot of boards tonight for the Lady Thunderbirds. Schlabs loses the handle again in the lane, and it's taken away. Here comes Cheyenne Central. Temple all the way, and or was that Kelly? Izzy Kelly driving inside, and she will draw the foul, and that will be on Cassett again.
Ninth whistle going against Cheyenne East. Both teams with 9 fouls apiece.
Izzy Kelly had 4 points in the first quarter, looking for her first here in quarter number 2, and plunk off the iron. So Cassett will come on out. That was a very short break for Haas, where Cassett picked up 2 quick fouls. Second shot on the way is good. Lead is now evaporated down to about 7 as it's 28-21. It was double digits moments ago. Schlabs loses the handle of the basketball. Tied up, gives it off to Booth. Booth on the far side to Liljedahl. Liljedahl, and again, I think we're going to have a hand check foul probably on Taylor Wade.
10th whistle going against Cheyenne Central. Double bonus situation now for Cheyenne East.
And who you don't want at the free throw line is Bowden Liljedahl. One of your better free throw shooters in the conference. And I would jinx her. I know, silly me. First shot is no good, but it was close though. I mean, that thing hung on the front iron.
Yep.
Second shot on the way. Oh, you believe it? Missed them both. Rebound pulled down by Newton. Newton quickly to Kelly. Kelly caught up, and how about taking it away from her was Liljedahl. Liljedahl quickly down court to Schlabs, lost the handle, gets the ball back, fires it over to Liljedahl. Liljedahl to Booth, wide open underneath this. Haas off the glass, and good. Somebody forgot Cashlyn Haas, and she cashed in.
Makes it now a 9-point lead for Cheyenne East.
$1:20 left to go here in the first half. Wade on the far side. Terminates the dribble, gets it into the hands of Temple, knocked away, but into the hands of Newton. And then a quick timeout called by Glenn Kirkbride with 70 seconds to go. It's East 30, Central 21. Back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Del Range across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Del Range.
Nick Proietti, courtside. East Central, Story Gym. It's been a while since we've been courtside, well, at least for me. And the last time the 2 teams were here on the guys' side, boom, a little bit of a ruckus.
It's been a while since we've done East versus Central. Again, last year our commitment with LCCC.
Wade on the far side. Again, hands all over the place, and Haas takes it away into the hands of Brown. Brown quickly down court to Booth. Booth puts on the brakes, finds Liljedahl for an NBA 3. Bang! Bowden Liljedahl with another trifecta, and it's 33-21. Temple dumps it back to Kirkbride, who's checked back in. Kirkbride, right hand, good. Banks it home, and the first 2 for Morgan. 33-23. Booth's long-range 3. That's off the back of the iron, hits the top of the standard, and it will be out to Cheyenne Central. Lady Indians, with 32 seconds to go, find themselves down by 10. And Temple will get it into Newton, back to Temple. Temple will bring it over the timeline with Brown. Gardner. Brown knocks it away into the hands of Schlabs. Schlabs inside, gets it to Brown. Brown threw it away, couldn't get the easy shot up. Newton comes away and throws it right in the hands of Booth. Booth's jumper rims out with 12 seconds to go. Over the back, it will be Jade Brown who picks up her second personal, I do believe.
You are correct, and that'll be the team's 10th called against Chinese. Both teams in double bonus.
So 12.4 seconds to go. It'll be Carson Temple at the line, I think. Or is that, yeah, it is Carson Temple. She's got kind of the same hairdo. A lot of the young ladies do. First shot is no good. How about burping out of the clown's mouth there? Hall will come in for Brown.
Mentioned at halftime we'll be joined by head coaches of both squads on the boys' side. Rusty Horsley, Cheyenne East. Jim Schaefer, Cheyenne Central.
Newton comes on out. And Gehrig will check back in. So Temple at the line. Second shot off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hall with 10 seconds to go. Hall quickly to Haas. Haas fires a bullet to Booth. Now to Lillidahl. Nice head fake. And then fouled from behind. And there's a rookie mistake right there by Izzy Kelly.
11th whistle going against the Lady Indians. Again, a tough foul to take there right at the end.
That's the third one on Kelly. So that'll send Lillidahl to the line to shoot three. First shot is no good. How about Lillidahl's missed her last 3 free throws? And this is one of your better free throw shooters. Again, I've put the jinx on her, and I apologize. Second shot is no good as well. Lillidahl has missed both of her free throws. How about 84% from the stripe, Nick? And she's missed on her last 4. 1 out of 3 for Bo Lillidahl, and makes it 34-23 with 2 seconds to go. And at halftime, East 34, Central 23. We'll be back after a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout. You're listening to, let's make it a 60-second timeout. A 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Wisdom, expertise, compassion, qualities that are the foundation of Cheyenne Urological, with their experienced doctors and their highly trained staff providing top quality treatment for prostate cancer, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, impotence, and incontinence. You can trust Cheyenne Urological to give you the highest quality urinary care. Now offering the latest in robotic surgery, call Cheyenne Urological at 635-4131. That's 635-4131.
Larry Proietti for Cheyenne Pack and Ship. Remember, Jeff and his expert crew will make sure your package is prepared with the most professional care and will arrive to its destination on time. Cheyenne Pack and Ship offers many other specialty services as well, including private mailboxes, notary services, fax, email, copy services, and courier services. Big or small, they pack and ship it all. Cheyenne Pack and Ship at 3901 East Pershing Boulevard. Call for more information at 307-632-9600.
After Rusty, real quick, let's go back to last Friday's win against the South High Fighting Bison. First off, it comes at a cost. Again, Coulter McAnally. And again, Central feels your pain. They know when they lost Talich due to a Christmas time accident, but this game time accident, Coulter McAnally, again, 3-year performer for you. That's got to hurt.
Yeah, you know, Coulter was a 3-year starter for us, and we don't have another kid that was a 3-year starter for us. So that's, you know, when you're a D1 athlete like that, and he's a presence in there, and so we're going to miss him. But, you know, our motto is next guy up, and Coulter's with us, and he's going to help. He'd probably be a better coach than us anyway, so he'll help us out in that area.
South High last week, things weren't looking too good. South High calls a timeout. They have one extra guy on the floor. The officials catch it, and then next thing you know, East runs off 20 consecutive points. Again, a lot of grit by your team last week.
Yeah, you know, we're capable of doing that. We're capable of making runs and quick runs, but we got to get better overall the entire game, and you know, we're still working on that, and it's early in conference, so this will be a fun environment for the kids, and this will be a good test for our kids. Central's a good team.
You know, East Central, you've been a part of East Central many times. And again, I've been through a lot of these wars as well, too. But tell me about the atmosphere. How do you deflect that pressure off the kids? Because it's what you got to do on the floor. Don't worry about all the fans in the stands.
Yeah, you know, you can talk to them about it all until you're blue in the face. But one of the things is this is a neat game for the kids to be able to play in. And this is something that they'll remember their whole lives. But what we talk about is it's just another game. Enjoy it, have fun. Don't put pressure on yourself.
Central, talented. I think even after losing Talich, they bring Whitworth, who's now a 3-year performer for Jim Schaefer. pretty decent bench that doesn't hurt them as far as getting them valuable minutes. This is a pretty good team. One could be at the forward center floor.
Oh yeah, they're a really good team. I mean, they have real good depth. They all do really good things. I think they play really good defense, and it should be a great test for our boys. And I think they're ready to go.
All righty, Rusty Horsley joining us on our halftime show. We will take a 60-second timeout. Jim Schaefer joins us right after this on 1480 KRAE.
At the Cheyenne Regional Heart and Vascular Institute, you're welcomed with the warmth of a community hospital and cared for with help from the most advanced technology in the industry. With our full spectrum of in-house heart services and procedures, you can get the treatment you need, recover, and get right back out there, all while remaining close to home. Find out more at CheyenneRegional.org/heart.
In the 1960s, Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend." The meaning of that advice has been debated ever since. Here at First Tier Bank, we believe he meant that preserving your liquid assets in a high-yield money market account can get you a decent yield on your funds while maintaining your liquidity in choppy financial markets. We've got some of the best money market rates around, and we'd like to invite you to be water and make your liquid assets work for you. Stop by or call First Tier Bank today with 2 locations to serve you at 1508 Stillwater Avenue and 1800 Cary Avenue in downtown Cheyenne, or check us out at firsttierbanks.com. First Tier Banks, member FDIC.
Picking up 2 big conference wins. I think the important conference win, and again, you've been around these wars for a long time, getting that win at an enemy gym over in Laramie, whether they're playing at the old gym, the new gym, that was a huge win for your guys last weekend.
Yeah, I mean, they for a lot of reasons, Laramie was ready to play, and they played well, and it was a good win for us.
Let's talk about the adjustments you had to make when you had that injury around Christmas time. It looks like Zach has really settled into like that 4 spot. Whitworth is starting to feel comfortable now playing, out on at the 2. Right now, it just seems like your Indians are just playing good team basketball, and you got to like that.
Yeah, I mean, it took us a couple weeks to adjust to losing Chase, and he's a good player, and he's probably our most physical guy. But Zach, like you said, Zach's come around, and he's done a really nice job inside and attacking the rim and being physical, and Jackson started to shoot the basketball better. So we feel pretty good about where we're at, and that's kind of been our strength all year long was our our depth and our ability to play as a team. So that piece has been really nice.
All right, so we're here at Story Gymnasium. I know you would rather be in the field house, but again, the atmosphere here at Story Gym has that flair of March Madness. And again, whether you're wearing red and black or blue and black tonight, this is something that's very important for both these teams. You as the head coach, how do you kind of keep the guys grounded? Hey, let's not get into the playoff atmosphere here. We got a game on the floor.
Well, and you're right. It's an unbelievable atmosphere, and Lander Riverton was a big deal. But you played in the high school gym, and when I coached at Grand Junction High School and you played Grand Junction Central, you played those games at Mesa State College, and they were a big deal. But it wasn't 4,000 people like we're going to have here, and this is just a cool experience. And I think our kids understand they're not going to be able to hear us, and a lot of this is going to be, they're just going to have to go out and play basketball, and hopefully we're ready to go do that. But it's the first time in this environment for some of our guys, and I'm sure there's going to be some jitters, and hopefully we can get those over with in the first couple of minutes and come out and play basketball like we're capable of playing.
Jim Schaefer joining us on our halftime show, as again the Indians will match up with the Cheyenne Thunderbirds. That'll be coming up. That will be the nighttime performance after the matinee. Speaking of the matinee at halftime, East leads 34-23 over the Lady Indians. We're back after the 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Visit Halliday Subaru in Cheyenne. At Halliday Subaru, you'll find one of the largest Subaru selections in Wyoming, always at low Halliday common sense prices, including the most popular Subaru models like Outback, Forester, and the Ascent. View lease and finance specials online at HallidaySubaru.com. Then visit Halliday Subaru, Westland Road, Motor City, Cheyenne. Experience the Halliday difference, the beginning of hassle-free driving.
Come see how the Halliday difference can make a big difference for you. The Halliday difference.
Teams are coming back from halftime. East leads 34, Central with 23. Here's the way the scoring broke down for Central in the first half. 10 in the first quarter, 13 in quarter number 2. They are being led by Carson Temple as she has put up 7 points. 5 points for Izzy Kelly, 4 points for Madison Bailey. We see 3 in the books for Taylor Wade, 2 for Ava Newton, and 2 for Morgan Kirkbride. For the East High Lady Thunderbirds, 18 in quarter number 1, 16 in quarter number 2 to increase that margin after leading by 8 after quarter 1 to an 11-point advantage. Half dozen for Izzy DeLong in the first half, 4 for Cashlyn Haas, 8 points for Fonseca, 12 points for Lilliadal, and for Peyton Hall, 4 points. A name that I did not mention with any points, Brady Schlabs. So there you go.
He's got to been out there for more of the defensive prowess for Cheyenne East as we're underway with the second half.
Schlabs with the basketball as they tack the zone now to our left. Schlabs on the wing. Inside they go to Fonseca. Fonseca puts it up, can't get it to go. Nice rebound pulled down by Temple. Boxed her out and gives it off to Gehrig. Starting fives on the floor right now for Cheyenne Central. Kelly and Bailey both sporting 3 fouls for the Lady Indians. Kelly down low, will get it to Temple, has her pocket almost picked, but the ball is loose on the floor, taken away by Schlabs. Schlabs left it short, Lilliadal will follow and put it up and in. How about being in the right place, right time for Bo Lilliadal.
Extends the lead to 13 now for Cheyenne East.
As the ball was slapped away from Temple and East cashes in, Gehrig into the corner. However, she will bowl over Cassett. And Cassett will absorb the foul, and Gehrig has picked up her third.
Her third, team's first, called against Cheyenne Central.
Lead is 13 for the Lady Thunderbirds. Fonseca finds Cassett along the baseline, sends it back out on top. Lilliadal, DeLong to Schlabs. That one burps out, but DeLong sneaks in for the rebound. Her pass is knocked away by Kelly. The long lead pass by Gehrig as she collides with Schlabs, and last touched by Izzy Kelly.
Stop the clock, 6:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Ball will go back to the Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds.
Central Lady Indians, what we've seen covering them this season, Nick, they're a second half team. They're going to need to put it into an extra gear here against the Lady Thunderbirds. DeLong, Lilliadal, Schlabs. Inside they go to Fonseca. Nice move. Misses the shot as Temple ends up on the deck. Cassett comes down the rebound. Her shot is a little long and strong. Hit nothing but glass. Tried to bank it home. Into the corner. On the wing, they'll go to Bailey for 3. That won't go. Temple, right place, right time. Puts it back up and in. Big rebound and put back by Temple.
Points on the board for Lady Indians.
Lilliadal runs over Kirkbride. I think Kirkbride more stuck out the hip. Bucket is good by Lilliadal. Kelly drives inside. She misses the shot. Cassett comes down with a rebound as she got knocked down. Kelly misses the first shot. Temple misses the second shot, gets her own board, puts it up and in, draws the bucket and the foul on Cassett, who picked up her third foul.
Her third, team's first. Called against Cheyenne East. Count the basket.
Oh, Temple is, I'll tell you what, she's just playing good.
She's a battle out there for head coach Glenn Kirkbride.
Kelly will step on off. Temple completes the old-fashioned 3. Taylor Wade back on the floor for the Lady Indians, trailing by 10 now, 38-28. Brown has also come in for the East High Lady Thunderbirds. Fonseca trying to get it down low to Schlabs, knocked away by Gehrig. And for East, they will have the basketball, but we got a timeout first. 5:43 to go here in quarter number 3. Thunderbirds 38, Indians 28, back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue. And the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
The Indians won't go away and hide. Inbounds from Lillidahl to Fonseca, now to Schlabs. Schlabs on the far side. Lillidahl squares for the 3. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound pulled down by Wade. Wade wanted to get it to Gehrig. Unfortunately, DeLong came away with it, and then the brakes gave out on her on the sideline, and she'll turn it over. So Central will get the ball back. Gehrig.
Both of these games, though, highly advertised. Again, expected just fireworks aplenty here this evening.
Wade to Gehrig. Gehrig scores for the 3. That won't go. Another rebound by Temple. That time blocked by Fonseca. And Fonseca comes away with it quickly to Schlabs. Lillidahl to DeLong. DeLong wanting to get inside and travels with it. Kind of lost the handle of the basketball as she was inside the lane. So a turnover for the East High Lady Thunderbirds. Lady Indians a chance to get it into single digits as they're down by 10. 4:58 to go in quarter number 3. Gehrig's pass over to Wade. Far side, she's being guarded by Lillidahl. Oh, by the way, East man-on-man defense. Back to Gehrig with DeLong on her. Then sends it out to Kirkbride. Kirkbride now to Temple. Temple finds in the corner Wade for 3. That one won't go. How about Sky for the rebound, Fonseca? Nice job by Fonseca for that board. Quickly, here come the Lady Thunderbirds. DeLong on top to Schlabs. Schlabs drives inside, off the glass, good. Great burst of speed there by Brady Schlabs. Her first bucket, 40-28. Bailey, who's mired in foul difficulty, try to get it down low, and DeLong steps in front of the pass, takes it away. Quickly to Lillidahl on the far side, now to Schlabs. She'll square for the 3. Bang!
That's impressive outside shooting, as we'll have a timeout called by Coach Kirkbride.
3:58 to go in the quarter. East 43, Central 28. We're back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712.
Central Lady Indians had the ball offensively. They were trailing 38-28, turned it over, and then all of a sudden a 5-0 run by Cheyenne East, more in the name of Brady Schlabs, has extended that lead out to 15, now 43-28.
And Cheyenne East showing just their might, their dominance. Again, it's been like that for many seasons now. Again, they are back-to-back 4A state champions, looking to add the three-peat here. Again, their only loss, and again, a long time, was against the team out of the state of Nebraska. Again, it was that Scottsbluff Lady Bearcat squad. Again, Cheyenne East has not lost to a Wyoming team in quite some time.
Temple to Gehrig as Gehrig pushes it down the floor, kicks it over in the wing to Wade. Wade has the ball knocked away by Brown. Brown takes it away. Brown quickly to Lillidahl. Lillidahl to DeLong. She'll step back for the 3. That one won't go. I had a good look at it. Kirkbride comes down with the rebound and knocked away by DeLong. Almost came away with it in the corner. So Central basketball. Temple to Gehrig. And Mia will push it down over the timeline. Top of the key. Finds Temple, I do believe. Temple underhands it back to Gehrig. Then to Temple. I don't know if it was a give and go, but Bailey ends up with it. Ball rejected inside by Brown and picked up by Schlabs.
As here in the second half, it's starting to become all Cheyenne East.
Central finds themselves down by 15. Haas, baseline jumper won't go. Rebound pulled down by Wade. And that's not a bad foul by Lilliadall because Wade would have had easy pickets to the bucket.
As she'll pick up her first foul. That'll be team's second whistle against Cheyenne East.
You know, you always say you don't want to pick up any fouls, but again, there are good fouls that you can grab onto this floor, especially in a situation like that. Wade had nothing but bucket in front of her.
Cheyenne Central Lady Indians with the basketball here.
Hall is checked back in. She came for DeLong. Central basketball with Kirkbride. Now to Bailey. Madison in between the rings. Sends it back out to Gehrig. She backs it up near center court.
Cheyenne East again allowing no easy entry in the inside.
A lot of lines on this floor here. They do volleyball, basketball.
JUCO basketball.
Yeah, JUCO hoops. Temple sneaks by. Brown off the glass and good. How about that move there by Carson Temple? She's got all 7 of the Lady Indian points this quarter.
Completely forgot that, yes, LCCC volleyball competes here too now.
Yeah. Hall travels with it. Kind of did a little stopping and sliding at the same time. Brown will come on out. Fonseca back in. Fonseca has had a really, really good contest against Cheyenne and Central this evening.
Eastside Lady Thunderbirds with a 13-point lead here. Approaching 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
Temple kicks it over on the wing to Kelly. Kelly on top to Gehrig. Gehrig gets by Hall, puts up the little 14-footer, good! So Mia Gehrig puts a biscuit in the basket, makes it 43-32. How about Lilliadall, NBA 3, bang! Oh my! Moden Lilliadall hitting the trifecta, and it's now 46-32. Central turns it over. Schlabs comes away with it quickly to Lilliadall. Down low, wide open, Haas off the glass.
How about a quick 5-0 run there by the Eastside Lady Thunderbirds?
$1:25 to go here in the third quarter. It's 48-32. Temple finds Kelly. Into the corner to go to Gehrig for 3. That one, good look at it, couldn't get him to go. Pulled down by Fonseca. Fonseca carries it. One of those rare turnovers, and it'll be out to Central as they'll load up left of their bucket. Gehrig will come on out.
1:08 remaining here in the third quarter.
Kelly back on the floor for Cheyenne Central. It will be Wade inbounded to Kirkbride. She'll score for the 3. That one in and out. Good look at it, and ball batted around, picked up by Hall with exactly a minute to go in quarter number 3. Knocked away by Wade. Luckily for Hall, it hit the official and then trickled on out.
As Cheyenne East will inbound the basketball here on their side of the floor.
Inbounds will come to Lilliadall. Lilliadall on the far side. Dumps it down low to Fonseca. Double team, throws up an errant shot. Haas tried to come down the board. Couldn't get both paws on it. And it will go out. So for Cheyenne Central, they'll have the basketball with 42 seconds to go. Kelly pushes it into the near court. Man-on-man defense finds Bailey down low. Bailey double team, harassed, ball knocked away. Ends up in the hands of Temple. Temple dumps it down low to Bailey again. Knocked away. Good job defensively by Cashlyn Haas to knock it out with 24.7 seconds left.
As the ball will stay with Lady Indians.
Inbounds to Bailey. Bailey now. Kelly. Wade. Temple for 3. That's just short. And the rebound picked up off the ground by Hall with 13.5 seconds to go. Hall wants to take it herself. Inside, she does so. And that one is no good. as she sent Jalen Wade on her wallet. Long range three by Temple. Hits the back of the iron as the horn sounds. East 48, Central 32. Back with the final 8 minutes after the 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union is now offering a simple way to help make your money work for you. Meridian Trust will now pay 4% interest on their Max Rewards free checking accounts with balances up to $25,000 per month. Get all the details at mymeridiantrust.com or stop by your local Meridian Trust branch with 3 locations in Cheyenne. 4349 East Lincoln Way, 1602 East Prairie Avenue, and downtown at 2223 Warren Avenue. Right now is the perfect time to become a Meridian Trust member. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, where your deposits are safely insured by the NCUA. Be sure to stop in today.
If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout Southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
Basketball as they turn it over on their first possession. Ball goes in and out of the hands of Kirkbride as she was on the baseline and falls out. So another turnover by the Lady Indians. Fonseca, Schlabs. Oh, she had Brown, if you can get it to her. DeLong tried to force one inside. Brown does come away with it with the right foot, puts it up with the right hand, and good. Did a nice little ballet inside the lane. It's 50-32. Jade Brown with the hoop. Wade hands it back to Temple. Temple drives on Fonseca, throws up an errant shot. Rebound pulled down by Brown, or is it going to be over the back?
We're waiting for the indication.
So the foul
is going to go against Cheyenne East.
It's going to be on Schlabs, her second. Inbounds to Bailey. Bailey on a bounce over to Temple. Temple drives, bumps into Fonseca, no whistle. As she misses the shot, Bailey can't come down with the offensive board as it slides out into the hands of the East High Lady Thunderbirds. Is the basketball after Bailey couldn't come away with it. In the backcourt, pressure, Schlabs over the timeline. Now we'll slow it down. DeLong on the wing, near side. DeLong, no movement, takes it around the outside of the perimeter. Into the hands of Brown. Brown bounce pass to Fonseca. Oh, a little 4-footer, couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Indians. Wade throws it into the waiting arms of Liljedahl. Liljedahl Schlab, she wanted a three. Took her eye off the ball, loses it out as Wade knocks it away with 6:30 to go.
Ball will still stay with Cheyenne East here near their hoop. 50-32 advantage East Side Lady Thunderbirds.
So Ava Newton will come back in. She'll come in for Temple. That's probably the first rest that Temple has had here in the second half. Schlabs finally gets it into Fonseca. Fonseca bounces back. DeLong for three. Bang! And an Izzy DeLong trifecta pretty much has sealed the deal in this one. Driving along the baseline is Bailey. Can't get the shot to go. Liljedahl comes away with it. Into the hands of Schlabs. Fonseca down low. They go to Brown. Brown high off the glass. Good.
And this offensive just onslaught by the East Side Lady Thunderbirds. Again, now up by 23.
7-0 run here to open up quarter number 4. Kirkbride bumps into Brown. Brown has picked up her third foul. You know, the one thing for the East High Lady Thunderbirds, and they are going to win this one, which, you know, is not going to shock me.
Yeah.
Cassett will come on in, is they did get a lot of pressure from Cheyenne Central. So again, those teams in the north that like to put that pressure on, again, East had a little bit of, you know, they got a little work they got to get done. Inbounds will come to Bailey. Her jumper rims out. Rebound knocked away as Kelly had position. Cassett knocks it away. Central will send back in Temple after a short break, along with Gehrig.
As it stands right now against Cheyenne East, looking to pick up their 12th victory overall this season. Again, still remain unbeaten in conference play. Cheyenne Central with a loss would drop down to 9-4, 1-2 in conference.
Bailey, rainbow three, can't get it to go. Cassett comes down the rebound. Bailey steps in front. Unfortunately, could not save it as it goes out. And the Lady Thunderbirds with 5:44 to go in the game. Again, leading by 23. Liljedahl will fire it down as Fonseca will find Cassett. And now the bucket's going to come easy and aplenty as it's a 9-0 run here in the quarter. Gehrig on top.
Again, the Seaside Lady Thunderbirds team again went 48 wins in a row before losing on the road against Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
Temple in and out of the hands of Kelly. Kelly sends it back to Temple. On top, Newton. Down low they go to Temple as their pocket kind of picked as it's knocked away, ends up in the hands of Fonseca. Credit DeLong on that one. Speaking of DeLong, she has the basketball. Pushes it inside on the bounce to Schlabs, off the glass and good. Boy, you just can't diagram these plays any better than the way the Lady Thunderbirds are running. They are running like a machine right now.
11-0 run in favor of Cheyenne East.
Gehrig loses it momentarily, then picks it, hold everything. I think she'll travel with it. Fonseca stepped in front of her. And for Cheyenne Central, everything's falling apart right now here in quarter number 4.
But again, talk about the dominance for the Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds. Again, they are back-to-back state champs for a reason.
Yeah. Fonseca, check that. Liljedahl to DeLong for 3 off the back of the iron. That won't go. Boy, they're just flying after the basketball. How about DeLong? DeLong might have poked Temple in the eye as DeLong ties up for the jump ball. It will be out to Cheyenne East. And Carson. Bailey will come on out as Wade will come back in. I think Temple is shaking it off. One of those where that brings a little tear to your eye. How about inside? They try to get it to Cassett, blocked by Newton. Newton then throws it into the waiting arms of Schlabs and then does the hip check and draws the foul on Schlabs. So for Newton, that will be her first personal.
The only second whistle here in this half called against Cheyenne Central. Only 6 in total by both teams.
Schlabs, who had 5 in quarter number 3, 2 here in the quarter, 7 points. It's been a quiet night for her on the offensive side. And next thing you know, you turn around and look, she's got 8 points. Hall will come back in for Liljedahl, and we will see Kirkbride in for Temple.
How about a 28-point lead as of right now for Cheyenne East? Impressive.
Second shot on the way. That one also finds the mark.
Doing this against the 5th at least rated team here in Class 4A.
61-32 our score. Kelly to Wade. Gehrig steps back for the 3. Air ball. Nice rebound pulled down by Kelly as they'll get it into the hands of Wade. Hold everything. Wade being harassed by Schlabs, and Wade will walk with it. So how about the Lady Indies here? They've gone 4 minutes now without scoring in the quarter. In a very critical quarter, not to be not scoring. Schlabs behind the back finds Hall on the near side. Hall hold everything. Offensive foul pushed off on Kirkbride. So for Peyton Hall, that is her first.
5th whistle going against Cheyenne East.
3:53 left to go in the game. Inbounds will come to Gehrig. Gehrig pushes it down, sends it back to Kirkbride. Kirkbride over to Kelly. Kelly throws up an errant shot from the baseline, picked up by Kirkbride, banks it off the glass and good. Looked like old UCLA basketball the way she banked it home.
First point in quite some time for Cheyenne Central there.
Took them 4.5 minutes to get that bucket in. In front of us is Coach Westling. We see DeLong giving it off to Hall. Now to Cassett, playing a little keep away. However, Kelly comes away with it quickly into the hands of Gehrig. Gehrig over the timeline, then tried to launch one down under the bucket to Wade. Wade saved it, but right in the hands of Schlabs. Schlabs loses their balance. Garrick comes away with it with the left hand. Good! A rare turnover by Brady Schlabs.
They're going to whistle off the basket well beforehand, though.
So no bucket. Going to call Schlabs for the grab. Her third. So Schlabs will give Garrick the win in that one. We'll give Schlabs the good job for, again, that foul, which prevented the bucket. So it's an intentional foul. That'll send Mia Garrick to the line, shooting 2. And then Central will get the ball back. First shot of the way is good. 3 points now for Mia Garrick.
Coach Westling trying to get an understanding about that foul.
Well, and again, it was just, a grab. Second shot is good. So Central basketball as Madison Bailey and Carson Temple come in. Wade along with Newton will step on out. So for the Lady Indians, down by 25. Not a lot of time left, 3:03 to go. Temple will trigger it in left of the cylinder. And hitting the deck, trying to get Kelly, and DeLong comes away with it. Cassett, Booth, who's checked back in to Hall. Hall outside to Booth. Booth with the left hand. Now to DeLong. DeLong wanting to get inside with it, throws up a shot that was partially blocked, but Haas, right place, right time, and she puts it up and in. And another easy bucket for Cashin Haas. She has 10.
63-36 advantage Chinese.
Kelly crossed away and overshoots. I do believe Madison Bailey. 2:29 to go. So we'll see Brown back in for the Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds. Also, we'll see Quiana Fonseca. So Quiana Fonseca, who's a 5'8" sophomore, has the basketball. Check, that's Booth. Booth with 2:22 to go. Bad pass taken away by Kelly. Kelly gets Brown to commit, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in for Izzy. She's got 7, and the lead is 25 with 2:05 to go. DeLong fires it over to Brown. Brown on the near side. On top they go to Booth. Far side over to Fonseca. Quiana. Back on top they go to Ariana Booth. To DeLong. And again just playing keep away outside. Now DeLong takes it inside. Throws one up. Tried to get it bang home. Couldn't get it to go. Bailey outlets it quickly to Kelly. No one there on the defensive side on the transition. And an easy bucket for Kelly. And the lead is 23 with $1:33 to go. 63-40. Here's Booth for 3. That's going to be an air ball. And last touch by, they're going to say it went off the fingernails of Kirkbride. So more substitutions coming in for the East High Lady Thunderbirds. And we'll keep it here as we'll see Peyton Perea come in. She's a 5'10" sophomore. And also stepping in from the sophomore team, Ava Walsh. She is a 5'8" freshman. So there you go, Nick. We got everybody in the book so far.
Give everyone an opportunity here in this crosstown battle, absolutely. Especially with at least the lead as sizable as it is for Cheyenne East, up by 23.
East has led every quarter, so they've never really had to look over their shoulders. I think Central at that 38-28 mark scoring, that was probably the closest, and that was about their best opportunity to get back into it. Walsh will send it out on top to Fonseca. Quiana into the corner, over the head of Walsh, and it'll be out to the Lady Indians, leading by 23. This one was pretty much over on that 7-0 run to start the quarter for the Lady Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Chinese just again looking, at least putting Cheyenne Central in the rear view mirror.
Temple inside, walked with it, lost the handle, she knew it too. When you throw your head back, you know you got it messed up there. So
Stop
with
the clock.
71 seconds to go.
As Cheyenne's will pick up their 12th win of the season. For Cheyenne Central, they'll pick up their 4th loss.
And again, the last 2 losses, very quality opponents. Lady Plainsman and the Eastside Lady Thunderbirds. Walsh gets it over the timeline. The freshman puts a move on the senior, gets it down low. Correa's shot is blocked. Gary quickly outlets it to Bailey. Bailey waits for the traffic to go by, and she will kiss it off the window and good. Madison with a half dozen tonight. 63-42. Walsh gets by Gehrig again. Pull-up jumper, misses everything. Hits the window. Long rebound comes out to Walsh. Her pass taken away by Bailey into the hands of Gehrig. Gehrig puts it up and in over Booth. Gehrig hearing from the East faithful on a couple of moves that Walsh made. But Gehrig put on a good move against Booth and puts it off the glass and good.
Count the basket, it is good. 7th whistle going against Cheyenne East.
So Newton will check back in. Gehrig looking for the old-fashioned 3. Mia with a half dozen. Shot on the way is good. So Wade will come in for Gehrig. Again, Gehrig, you can tell, is just, again, and that 4th gear all night long, she's out of gas.
And you can kind of see it from a lot of these players out there. Again, both sides. Again, this has just been high-powered, fast pace.
So Walsh with 25 seconds to go. The freshman loses the basketball right in front of us. And it'll be out to the Lady Indians. Temple right in front of us. We'll trigger it in. As she will bring it into Kelly. Probably we would see the last shot of the game coming up here by the Lady Indians. Kirkbride drives inside, blocked by Haas and out with 13.2 seconds to go. 63-45 in favor of the Lady Thunderbirds. Again, the issue pretty much settled early here in the 4th quarter. Kirkbride on top to Newton in the corner. Newton lobs it down low to Temple, knocked away by Haas. Haas to Walsh. Walsh with 1 second to go, and we'll just dribble it on out. East wins 63-45. 63-45 our final score. We'll be back after a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
MHP is a certified public accounting and consulting firm located in Bow, Cheyenne, and Fort Collins, offering accounting, tax, and consulting services to businesses, not-for-profit, government, and individual clients. MHP takes pride in their commitment to providing close, personal attention to their clients. They also continue to invest time and resources in continuing education, state-of-the-art computer technology, and valuing their relationships with you. MHP is a proud supporter of local and UW athletics. MHP, 314 West 18th Street, or call 634-2151. Proud supporters of Cheyenne and community athletes Paige and Zach Lane with Number One Properties would like to wish all the high school and college athletes a successful year on the field and on the court. They have and will continue to support student athletes and are proud to be members of the Cheyenne community. Contact Paige and Zach if you want to sell or buy a home. A special thank you for referrals as well. From your friends at Number One Properties, Paige and Zach Lane. Call 307-214-0827.
Tired of choosing between finances and family time? Platte Valley Bank can help you take care of everything without missing anything. With our online and mobile banking, you can experience immediate access to check your account balance, pay bills, transfer money, and even create a budget. When life has you on the go, Platte Valley Bank makes it simple to take your banking with you. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
At Fat Boys Tire and Auto, our business is about more than just selling tires and fixing cars. We believe in faith, family, and community. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska have never changed. When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys, and we'll treat you like family. Fat Boys Tire and Auto in Cheyenne, Laramie, Scottsbluff, and Wheatland. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
Back to historic Story Gymnasium. Larry Proietti along with Nick Proietti. Nick, final numbers, and again, all unofficial. For the Central Indians, they scored 10 in quarter number 1, 13 in quarter number 2, 9 in quarter number 3, 13. They actually came back after not scoring for about the first 4 minutes. Came back, scored 13 points. They were led tonight by Carson Temples, 14 points. 7 points for Mia Gary, 9 points for Izzy Kelly, 4 for Morgan Kirkbride, a half dozen for Madison Bailey, 3 points for Taylor Wade, and 2 points for Ava Newton. So again, you could feel the losses of Barrett not being on the floor, Gillum not being on the floor tonight. You could feel those losses. Hopefully those will come back for Coach Kirkbride the next time these two teams meet.
It's not the end of the world for the Lady Indians by far. Again, this is still early on in the conference play. Again, they do find themselves a little bit behind the 8 ball, though, again, with the talented Cheyenne team that is still unbeaten, with at least with Laramie, again, as talented as they are, and again, holding 1 win over Cheyenne Central. So, again, it's a loss that you can afford right now, but, again, can't really at least move forward, again, as we look towards that East Regional tournament and seeding. This holds a lot of weight, and again, your chance to at least get Chinese within kind of that distance to at least take over as a potential 1 seed. This loss, even as early on, still hurts a little bit for Cheyenne Central. For Chinese, this is what we expected. Again, the Eastside Lady Thunderbirds, as I mentioned again, they have not lost to an opponent here in the state of Wyoming in quite some time, and they continue just to chug along. That offense, when it gets going, it is just unbelievably just high-powered.
Yeah, but one thing's for sure, like I said, did not shock me that the Lady Thunderbirds won. I figured that they were going to win this one. Now I'm going to see if I get that second half of that equation right. I do believe that the Indians are a little more talented than the Eastside Thunderbirds. And the reason I say that now with the loss of Coulter McAnally. Let's go back to the Eastside Lady Thunderbirds and their scoring log for tonight. 18 in quarter number 1, 16 quarter number 2, 14 in quarter 3, 15 in quarter 4. They were led by Boyan Leadall with 19 points. Cashlyn Haas off the bench had 10 points. 9 for Izzy DeLong and Brady Schlaz. Brady with all 9 of her points in the second half. 8 points for Fonseca all in the first half, but again, she was a presence underneath against Cheyenne Central. 5 for Jade Brown and 4 points for Peyton Hall. 63-45. We will close the books on game 1, get ready for game 2.
Well, very quickly, again, game 1, Cheyenne East with the victory, again, 12-1 overall. They go unbeaten, at least stay unbeaten in the conference at 3-0 for Cheyenne Central with the loss. Again, 9-4 overall. They are 1-2 in conference play.
Do want to mention that we will be not in action next week. We will be off for next week and be back on February 10th and 11th, if I'm not mistaken. We will have Campbell County coming to town on February 10th.
Taking on Cheyenne East, 6 and 7:30, live from the Thunderdome. We'll have those games. And then Saturday, we'll make the trip out to Pine Bluffs to see that battle of Laramie County, Burns versus Pine. That, I do believe, if I remember correctly, is 2 and 4:30 live from Burns. So again, the Bronx and the Hornets, looking forward to that action. But again, it's not next weekend, the weekend after, as next weekend all teams will be on the road. We'll take a break and again focus for the second half of conference season.
All right, we do want to thank all our fine sponsors. While we got a shot here, we want to thank Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, On the other wing will be Zach Willinger. He's a 6'2" senior. So for, again, Cheyenne Central, this is the way it'll be. Whitworth, Shumway, along with Willinger, Sawyer, and Brown for the Central Indians. I do believe we're going to probably have yet another national anthem as we mount your list.
"17 years in the community and still striving to offer you the best value in a new vehicle. AJ Miller here for Kia of Cheyenne. Take a look at the new 2023 Kia Sorento. With the 2023 Kia Sorento, you have a choice of 3 models, 8 different trims, and 4 different all-weather drive modes. Some available features include 281 horsepower, 20-inch wheels, remote start, and climate control. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com and we'll make it easy.
Shake up how you wake up with a bolder breakfast at Taco John's. Hit snooze on the same old, and bite into crispy potato olays, bacon, and nacho cheese. It's always a good day for nacho cheese.
Get 2 mean potato breakfast burritos for just $6, only at Taco John's.
Each of us comes with a different story, a different way of looking at the world. So whatever it is that makes you different will make all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
Thunderbirds, they will be in the travel black uniforms, again with the powder blue numerals, white outline, east across the front. Cheyenne Central, they will be in the home whites with the red numerals and the black outline with the tribe across the front. And again, too, Nick, we're going to see early on Cheyenne East will have that motivating factor with Coulter McAnally, who's going to be that extra assistant coach for the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds, but they're also going to feel that effect too of the boards and the defense that McAnally has brought to the East side. He doesn't, again, when he was on the on the scorebook, you're not going to see 20 points and 10 boards. You're going to see about 8 boards, 7 points. The guy is pretty consistent, but again, he was a force blocking off that baseline. So I think that loss is going to be felt right away by the Thunderbirds, but I think you're going to see an emotional lift by the T-Birds coming out against Cheyenne Central. Cheyenne Central had to go through that when Chase Talmadge went down. Yeah. Now they're just a good, well-oiled machine. They know the drill.
Again, this is 2 teams that are, again, 1 and 2 in the media, at least Wild Prep's media coaches poll coming in. Again, the only thing that separates these 2 teams is 1 extra win advantage for Cheyenne Central. So, again, you got 2 teams that are near even on the stat line, near even in every which way. This one is a proverbial coin flip to go either way. This also, too, has heavy implications regarding the standings that kind of separates both of those 2 teams, which, again, are at the top here in Class 4A in the Southeast Quadrant. Again, behind them is Laramie and Cheyenne South. So, again, this one holds a lot of weight here early on in the conference play.
Well, and again, too, for the Cheyenne Central Indians, I really like the play of one Joseph Sawyer. I like when Wildiger went from the 2 to the 4. And again, too, we still haven't seen James Brown erupt yet for about 25 points a game. Yeah. And when he starts getting that multitude of scoring for the Central Indians, they become that much more dangerous. So again, it was that adjustment period. They're past that adjustment period now. Watch this team come out and play. And again, like I said, my forecast was for the boys set the zone way. Shumway backs it up on a bounce, high post. They get it to Sawyer. Sawyer takes it inside, leans in over Schlabs, can't get it to go. Jolly clears it away for the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds. Quickly to Mirich. Mirich on the near side. Mirich also, too, another one of those trump carders. He can hurt you from the line by Hayes. Hayes and Shumway fall on each other, going for the loose ball, and it'll be last touch by, I do believe, went off Shumway.
It will be ball out to Cheyenne East.
Mirich left of the cylinder. Pops it into Schlabs. Jackson. Jolly now to Mirich. We've also got to keep our eye on Drew Jackson. He's a guy that can heat him up in a hurry. Inside Mirich left it short off the fingertips of Jolly as he came crashing in for the offensive board. And the Eastside Thunderbirds on a couple opportunities, about 3 shots now, have not been able to get anything in. No score here in the first minute of play. This is not even a feeling out process. They're going right after each other.
And this is a game that could come right down to the wire.
Whitworth on the far side. Again, a 3-year starter back in that position. Long pass from Willinger to Whitworth in the corner to Brown. Back to Whitworth. Whitworth steps back for the 3. Bang! And a Jackson-Whitworth trifecta. 3-0 quickly in favor of Cheyenne Central. Running inside is Jackson, missing the shot. Ball loose on the floor. And last touch by the T-Birds. Interest of note here. Jackson Whitworth, Chad Whitworth's son, AD at Cheyenne Central. Garrett Schlabs, and again, Brady Schlabs, son, daughter of Jerry Schlabs, athletic director. Nathan Mirich, father, Sam Mirich, out of Cheyenne East, principal. Boy, there's just too many names to keep up with here, Nick. Here's another long-range 3 in the way by Whitworth. That won't go. Tapped alive by Brown as he tips it off the fingers of Jolly. Boy, nobody boxing out right now as the Indians kind of controlling things with a 3-0 lead. Long pass, and winning that battle is going to be Jackson. Jackson lays it off the window and good. It hung on the rim for just a little bit, but it falls in, and it's now a 3-2 score.
5:50 remaining here in the first.
Shumway will slow it down to Brown. Brown has Jolly in him, man-on-man defense. Gets by Jolly, he bumps into Jolly, and they will call the foul on Jolly. His first.
First team foul called against Cheyenne East here.
Jolly was expecting Brown to go inside the lane, and he went outside. Inbounds will come to Wildiger. Zach sends it back to Shumway. Shumway back over to Wildiger. Now to Shumway. On a bounce over to Whitworth. Whitworth inside to Sawyer. Kicking in the corner to Brown. Lock and load for 3. Air ball. And last touch by Zach Wildiger. So it will be out to the Thunderbirds as they trail 3-2 here. 5:25 to go in the quarter. Jackson. Over to Schlabs, back to Jackson, a little give and go. And then a grab by Shumway. And that will be Sammy's first.
His first, team's first called against the Indians.
Schlabs left of the bucket. Taps the basketball, gets it in to Hayes. Hayes can't get it to fall. Willinger clears the board, wipes it clean into the hands of Shumway. Shumway brings it down with the left hand on the near side of Willinger. Willinger wants to get past Hayes, pull it from the baseline, can't get it to go. Rebound hauled in by Jolly. Jolly pushes it down over the timeline into the hands of Schlabs. Schlabs looks back at head coach Rusty Horsley. Finds Hayes inside, hands it back off to Jolly. Jolly spin around move, has to drop it back into the lap of Hayes. Now to Jackson for 3. That one's going to miss the mark. Shumway wipes it clean. Shumway now will slow it down. 4:35 to go here in quarter number 1. Central with a 3-2 lead. Brown on top. They go to Whitworth for 3. That one off the back of the iron. Timing his jump perfectly with Sawyer and comes down the rebound quickly to Shumway. Now to Sawyer. Sawyer trying to get past Schlabs. High off the window, no good. Rebound this time on a bounce into the hands of Jolly. Jolly quickly to Schlabs. Here comes Garrett. Garrett. He will put it up and in over Rollinger and draw the foul and the harm.
The basket is good. Count the foul. It'll go number 2 against Cheyenne Central here.
So Willinger picks up his first. Count the bucket for Schlabs. A 4-3 East lead. And the T-Birds increase it to a 5-3 lead. Central had the first lead at 3-0. East from the free throw stripe, not very good. About 59%. Schlabs at least going 1 for 1. Whitworth, who's taken the bulk of the shots thus far for Cheyenne Central, hands it off to Shumway. Shumway gets past Jackson, finds Willinger. Willinger was open, reverse layup. He lost the handle of the basketball, misses it. Jackson comes away with it quickly to Schlabs. Schlabs has his pocket picked by Shumway quickly to Whitworth. Whitworth to Willinger off the glass and good.
As you hear the student section for Cheyenne Central get it loud and proud for that play.
5-5 our score with 3:25 to go. Both coaches off their benches right now. Jackson over to Merich. In and out. As Nathan had a good look at it quickly. Shumway down to Willinger. Willinger in the near court. Over to Sawyer. Sawyer finds Whitworth open from the wing for 3. That one won't go. Long rebound comes out to Schlabs. Schlabs has it knocked away by Shumway. Finds Brown, waits for the traffic to go by, and Merich with a good foul. That was going to be an easy bucket for Brown, and Merich decided to sacrifice the foul.
Second whistle going against Cheyenne East.
And it's been a good foul. Again, Central, 61% from the free throw line. Brown to shoot 2 times. First shot on the way is no good. Brown on the season, 61%. Willinger will come on out. We will see Mason Tafoya come in. Mason, the D-Hoffs. Let me make sure. 4. That's going to be on Brown. Was away from the basketball.
He'll pick up his first, team's third, called against Cheyenne Central.
Inbounds will come to Jackson. Jackson puts it up and good over Mason Tafoya, who's checked. Mason Tafoya, who's 6 foot and a junior. So good job by Jackson. Tafoya, far side, gets a screen from Sawyer, and then off to Mason D-Hoff. Back to Sawyer on the wing. They're trying to get it inside as Sawyer will pull up from 15. That one in and out, pinballed out. And Jolly comes down the rebound quickly, outlets it into the hands of Jackson. Jackson down low, bowls over D-Hoff. And D-Hoff will pick up the foul. That'll be on Marcus. That'll be his first.
Team's fourth call against the Indians.
Where again we say that danger zone, he was past the danger zone, and it will send Jackson to the line to shoot a pair. First shot on the way is no good. 7-6 our score in favor of the T-Birds.
And a full crowd here at Story Gymnasium for this contest.
Second shot is good. So Jackson makes it 8-6 in favor of the T-Birds. Sawyer, D-Hoff, now to Tafoya on the near side to Brown in the corner. Brown, nice move, drives along the baseline. Reverse layup, good. How about that move by James Brown? 8-8 our score with $1:40 to go here in the quarter. Schlabs, he's a speedster. Gives it off to Jackson. Jackson trying to get past Tafoya. Can't do so. Kicks it in the corner over to Schlabs. Schlabs on the near side. He'll drive inside, then kick it back out. That's Hayes. His shot skims off the rim into the hands of Brown. Brown right in front of us as he brings it down. Throws one off the glass and good. How about that move by James Brown? Oh, what a play. 1:10 to go. Thunderbirds trail now 10-8. Schlabs hands it over to Jackson. Jackson, he's got speed to burn, takes it inside. Boom, there are bodies everywhere. Jackson is down, Tafoya is down, and Dehoff is down, and I think it's...
Fifth foul called against the Indians.
So with Dehoff picking up the foul, Jackson will go back to the line, he'll shoot two. Both he and Tafoya hit the deck when Jackson bowled him over. First shot by Jackson is no good again.
We've seen this East Side team have struggles from the free throw line.
We'll see Brendan Bowman come in for the East Side Thunderbirds. Also, we'll see Joey Rail checking in. Second shot for Jackson forthcoming, and that is good. So a team that hits 59% from the free throw line, they're 3 of 5 here in the first half, 60%. Sawyer with the Central lead at 10-9. The Marcus Dehoff. Marcus wanting to get inside. Finds his brother, Mason. Gets it inside, throw it with the right hand. Tried to bank it home, couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Brendan Bowman, the 6-foot junior. Quickly down the floor, off the window and good. That is Cam Hayes. Good transition bucket by the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds. Inside, off the back of the iron is no good. Marcus Dehoff again, a couple of good looks. Just unfortunate for him that the back of the iron came into play. Schlabs with 15 seconds to go has the basketball. They'll set up for one. Jackson, nice move. Inside pull-up jumper, that one is short. Rebound pulled down by Woldinger with 5 seconds to go. Zach pushing it up in a hurry. Pass Bowman, and nice job by Bowman, who just parked right in the lane. That altered the shot. After one, it's East 11, Central 10. We're back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Suddenly it's all.
Like they were memories. Hey guys. He's not wearing anything.
What? Hi. What? Are you?
Nick, you can't tell me pressure, adrenaline. I could throw all the analogies out there, but 11-10, these are two teams that can put 80 and 70 points up.
Without a doubt. Again, it's going to come down up for both sides. Offense, again, right now, it has been back and forth East with the 1 point advantage.
Central will come out with, looks like, Brown, Shumway. So we open up quarter number 2. Schlabs with the basketball. Bounces it down low to Mirich. Mirich works on, will back it off. Reload the offense. He'll step back for the tray. That's good. Oh! Garrett Schlabs, he's got a half dozen. And it's now a 16-12 lead. Shumway. Far side over to Willinger. Willinger wanting to get inside. Gets past Hayes. And Hayes will draw the block foul, and it will be in the act of shooting. Again, these guys are, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, third whistle going against Cheyenne East.
So these guys aren't afraid to take charges, that's for sure. But they're not setting themselves in proper areas of the court. Wildinger, first shot on the way is good. Zach now with 3. It's a 16-13 score in favor of the T-Birds. As you mentioned, number 1 and number 2 doing battle here, huh? Second shot, that one rims out right into the waiting arms of Jolly. Jolly quickly to Mirich. Mirich on the near side, then sends it way back out to Jackson. Jackson, Sawyer will come in on the next horn. Down low they go to Jolly. Jolly over Brown, couldn't get that one to bank. Had a good look at it. Brown comes away the rebound quickly to Tafoya. Tafoya brings it into the near court. Now to Wildinger. Wildinger looking for a little help. Finds Whitworth. Whitworth on the near side. Jackson gets by everybody. Underhands went up, left it short, and pulled down by Hayes. Hayes spinner gives it off to Jackson. And now they'll reload the offense with 6 minutes to go here until halftime. 16-13 in favor of the T-Birds. Mirich opened the corner for a three. Good! Nathan Mirich bombing away from the corner makes it 19-13 in favor of the T-Birds. Tafoya, Shumway. Shumway, he'll step back for the tray. That's off the back of the iron. Brown Sky for the rebound. Gets it down low, in and out of the hands of Wildinger. And Mirich comes away with it quickly to Schlabs. East on the run. No look pass to Jolly. Jolly. Finger rolls it up and in. Hold everything. I think we might have an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Jolly. Wipe off the bucket.
Fourth whistle going against Cheyenne East.
That's the second one on Jolly as he comes on out. That's a huge, huge foul. Shumway. Sawyer back on the floor. Ball knocked away by Bowman. Ends up in the hands of Willinger. Shumway drives inside. Pushes up Jackson. And they're going to call Jackson for the block, much to the dismay of Rusty Horsley. I don't know, Nick. Does he have an argument?
That's at least 15th foul called against Cheyenne East. Count the basket.
Shumway will be at the line for the old-fashioned three, so count the bucket. It's 19-15. That was kind of interesting. That's a tight call. Shot is no good. Brown comes down the rebound, puts it up and in. And he's got the marked height advantage now as JB can take control inside. 19-17 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Hurt by Sawyer.
Ball out to Cheyenne Central. 4:45 remaining here in the first half.
Chance to tie it. The Central fans dressed in pink for the Cancer Awareness Night tonight. That's the student body, and they have not sat down, have they? By Jackson as they tried to hook up with Shumway. Joey Rail will check back in. Rail, he had a very short shift in the first quarter. He's 5'10", he's a senior. He'll be guarding Whitworth. Man-on-man defense. Inbounds will come to Brown in the corner. Brown, long-range three. That one will skim off the rim, but right into the hands of Sawyer. Sawyer backs his way in on Bowman. Can't get it to go. Schlabs comes down the rebound quickly to Jackson. Jackson gets by Shumway. Misses the shot. Battle for the board. Bowman and Shumway, and last touch by Bowman. Bowman to Rail. Rail puts it off the glass with the left hand and good. So it's a 4-point advantage now for the T-Birds. Shumway, Wildinger. Wildinger driving along the baseline, kicks it in the corner. Sawyer for three, that misses the mark. And we'll skip on out. Boy, Joe Sawyer off night right now, not helping the Indians.
Stops the clock, 3:40 remaining here in the first half.
4-point advantage for the T-Birds. Schlabs will slow it down. Gets it over the timeline to try to get inside, gives it off the Rail. Rail high out the window, misses the shot. Might have been altered a little bit by Brown getting in his face. Sawyer wanting to get inside. That one finger rolls up and in. Nice job by Joseph Sawyer. And it's a 21-19 score. Hayes will come in on the next horn. Schlabs with 2:22 to go. The lead is 2. Bowman, Schlabs, Rail. Rail back to Schlabs. Schlabs with that great speed. Kisses it off the glass easily and makes it a 23-19 score. Tafoya throws one. He banks one off the window and good. How about that hang time there for Mason Tafoya? 23-21 with $1:55 to go here in the half. Jackson on the wing. Sends it back out to Schlabs. Now to Jackson. Drew wanting to get inside. Walked with it. Yes. He ran into like a triple brick wall there.
Yeah. They found a lot of white shirts in front of them. And again, the turnover by Cheyenne East.
1:43 left to go here in the first half. It's been an entertaining first half. Indians looking to draw even. Willinger will come in on the next horn. Sawyer hands it off to Carson Brown. Brown on a bounce down to James Brown. And misses the bunny, gets the rebound. Puts it back up and in. And again, the height advantage for Brown on the floor right now has made it so easy for him on the inside. How about Schlabs? That'll do a 7-20 and fall in for Garrett Schlabs. Brown with 69 seconds to go, launching a three, and then over the back on the loose ball, it'll be Marcus Dehoff picking up the foul.
That'll be the sixth whistle going against Cheyenne Central.
Willinger will come in for Brown, and Brown definitely needs a break here with 65 seconds left. 25-23 in favor of the T-Birds. They're looking for the sweep. Schlabs over to Bowman. Bowman on the near side. Back out on top they go. In between the rings to Jackson. Fires a shot over to Mirich on the angle. And then he's grabbed by Dehoff. And that should be shooting time?
That will be shooting time. Seventh whistle going against Cheyenne Central. Bonus for Cheyenne East.
So for Marcus, that is his second. And going to the line will be Nathan Mirich. One penalty. Mirich with 5 points all here in the quarter. So 25-23 our score. Shumway checks back in for Brown. High-paced game. Finally gets a break. Brown also checks back in. Shot by Mirich is good. Half dozen.
Making now a 3-point advantage for Cheyenne East. Up 26-23, 47.3 seconds remain here before half.
Whitworth will come back for Tafoya. So Sawyer, Whitworth, Shumway, your three shooters. Second shot by Mirich is no good. Cleared away by Brown. It's 26-23. Shumway pushes it down quickly. Steps back for the tray off the back of the iron. No good. And Cheyenne Central just stone cold from the outside. I think we're going to get a loose ball foul. Is that going to be on Brown pushing off?
It will be, as that will be the eighth whistle going against Cheyenne Central.
That should be shooting again, yeah.
It will be.
So Brown picks up his second personal. And Tafoya is going to have to come in for Brown. Brown will exit with 9 points here in the first half. So Garrett Schlabs will go to the line. He'll be shooting a pair. Schlabs has had a really good contest thus far. I got him down for 10 points. First shot on the way is no good. And he could not get the bonus. Cleared away by Sawyer. 30 seconds left to go on the Taco John scoreboard. Shumway looking for some help. Shumway terminates the dribble, finds Willinger. On top, Willinger wanting to get inside. Hands it over to Tafoya. Tafoya on a bounce to Shumway. Shumway with 14 seconds now to Willinger. Willinger looking for a screen, gets it from Whitworth. Finds Shumway with 7 seconds to go. Shumway needs that screen, gets the screen, loses the handle of the basketball. Throws up a three, no good. And wait a minute, we got a foul right at the horn. And it'll be Shumway going to the line. He'll be shooting 3 times before the intermission. The foul will be on Jackson.
He'll pick up his second, team 6 called against Cheyenne East. What a turn of event here.
So Shumway will have nobody in the lane to bother him, has 3 attempts at free throws. First shot is no good. He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Referees will not add time to the clock. Again, you see as, again, backboard show the red.
Second shot on the way. That is good. So Shumway, 1 of 2. The score is 26-24. Third shot. Trying for the old meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And it's no good. Shumway 1 of 4 from the free throw line here in the first half. 26-24. It is intermission here at Story Gymnasium. Thunderbirds leading by a deuce. We're back after a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Don't fumble with your family dinner tonight. Score extra points at Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down is wired for football season and with a menu that won't penalize your pocketbook. Two Doors Down menu selections are perfect for the active family, from gourmet burgers and bottomless fries to soups and salads to the all-new platters. And of course, your favorite beverages. Tackle your family's cravings tonight at Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. For full menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, flippin' great burgers since 2009.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Hi, this is Larry Proietti. For cars in downtown Cheyenne, this is the only place I take my vehicle for service, be it just an oil change, timing belt, checking on my heating air conditioning unit, and even to replace a burnt-out brake light bulb or worn-out windshield wipers. John and his staff are there to take care of most minor repairs. John is even a TechNet professional. What does that mean to you? He's one of the best when it comes to servicing your car or truck. Check out TechNetProfessional.com today. Open Monday through Friday at 604 West Lincoln Way, or call Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service for an appointment at 632-0498. Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Delrange across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Delrange.
Labs right now with a total of 10 points. Nathan Merritt with a half dozen, 2 for Joey Rail. And for Drew Jackson, he has 6 points, 2 points for Cam Hayes. For the Central Indians, they scored 10 in quarter number 1, 14 in quarter number 2. 24, again, having a tough time from the outside. Matter of fact, Jackson Whitworth at the first bomb, and then after that, they've just been on a milk carton. Sammy Shumway with 3 points, 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Zach Willinger with 3 points, 2 points for Joseph Sawyer. James Brown had 9 in the first half, 3 for Jackson Whitworth, and 4 points for Mason DeFoy off the bench. So that's where we stand, 26-24 at the intermission. We want to remind you, no games coming up next weekend for us. We will be back in action on February 10th against Campbell County at Cheyenne East, and then we'll be over in Pine Bluff for the Bronx and the Hornets. We'll be back after a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Wisdom, expertise, compassion, qualities that are the foundation of Cheyenne Urological, with their experienced doctors and their highly trained staff providing top quality treatment for prostate cancer, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, impotence, and incontinence. You can trust Cheyenne Urological to give you the highest quality urinary care. Now offering the latest in robotic surgery, call Cheyenne Urological at 635-4131. That's 635-4131.
Larry Proietti for Cheyenne Pack and Ship. Remember, Jeff and his expert crew will make sure your package is prepared with the most professional care and will arrive to its destination on time. Cheyenne Pack and Ship offers many other specialty services as well, including private mailboxes, notary services, fax, email, copy services, and courier services. Big or small, they pack and ship it all. Cheyenne Pack and Ship at 3901 East Pershing Boulevard. Call for more information at 307-632-9600.
At the Cheyenne Regional Heart and Vascular Institute, you're welcomed with the warmth of a community hospital and cared for with help from the most advanced technology in the industry. With our full spectrum of in-house heart services and procedures, you can get the treatment you need, recover, and get right back out there. all while remaining close to home. Find out more at CheyenneRegional.org/heart.
Welcome back to Story Gymnasium, where right now at the half it is Cheyenne East leading this ball game by a deuce, 26-24, about 4.5 away from bringing you second half action of this boys contest. But take this opportunity right now to thank some of our fine sports sponsors here on 1480 KRAE. I'd like to thank Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, MHP LLP, Lennox Auto Body and the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Halliday Motors, Platte Valley Bank, Merit Plumbing and Heating, Cheyenne Urological, Cheyenne Pack and Chip, the Gill Window Company, Key of Cheyenne, the Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Tier Bank, Birch Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Also, too, would like to thank the United States Air Force Recruiting, Chick-fil-A across from Powers Hill to Windmill and Delrange, Medicap Pharmacy, Pages Accolade, and Number One Properties, 2 doors down, and Taco John's our scoreboard sponsor. We're right now again at half. It is 26-24 advantage Cheyenne East. Still 16 minutes remain of thrilling basketball action here in Class 4A. Again, the crosstown battle, East versus Central. And you're listening to here on 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480KRAE.com on the audio side, and video live streaming as we do on the 1480 KRAE YouTube channel. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout. We'll get everything sized up and go through more stats as we prepare for the second half of Cheyenne East versus Cheyenne Central. We'll be back at this 2-minute timeout as you're listening to and watching high school basketball here on 1480 KRAE.
In the 1960s, Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend." The meaning of that advice has been debated ever since. Here at First Tier Bank, we believe he meant that preserving your liquid assets in a high-yield money market account can get you a decent yield on your funds while maintaining your liquidity in choppy financial markets. We've got some of the best money market rates around, and we'd like to invite you to be water and make your liquid assets work for you. Stop by or call First Tier Bank today with 2 locations to serve you at 1508 Stillwater Avenue and 1800 Cary Avenue in downtown Cheyenne. Or check us out at firsttierbanks.com. First Tier Banks, member FDIC. Visit Halliday Subaru in Cheyenne. At Halliday Subaru, you'll find one of the largest Subaru selections in Wyoming, always at low Halliday common sense prices, including the most popular Subaru models like Outback, Forester, and the Ascent. View lease and finance specials online at HallidaySubaru.com. Then visit Halliday Subaru, Westland Road, Motor City, Cheyenne. Experience the Halliday difference, the beginning of hassle-free driving.
Come see how the Halliday difference can make a big difference for you. The Halliday difference.
Thunderbirds kick things off with a 63-45 win to show everybody why they are number one. Glenn Kirkbride knows he's got a lot of work to do when they hook up again towards the end of the season in conference play. They still got a long ways to go if they want to be represented over at the state tournament because, again, they didn't play extremely bad, but there are some things that they definitely need to shore up. And again, a couple of folks that did not play tonight made a difference as well, too. Again, Gillum did not play as well as Barrett. On the nightcap side here, it's the East High Thunderbirds. Not so much in a shocker. Again, I figured the Indians would win this one, still have a possibility, but their outside shooting was absolutely horrendous in the first half. 26-24. They're lucky to be down by 2.
As I say, they're thankful to be down by 2. So Again, this next 16 minutes are going to be so worthy of watching. Again, this is going to be fun. Again, it comes down to this.
Indians will be attacking the zone to our right. Shumway, Whitworth, Willinger in the corner. They go to Brown. Brown sends it back on top, high on top on the far side, or the near side to Shumway. Now they go far side of Willinger. No look pass in the corner. Whitworth, lock load for three. Bang! And a Jackson Whitworth sighting for trifecta. And that is the second one, and he's got both of them. Central leads 27-26. Schlabs trying to drive inside. Dumps it down low. Jolly gets the easy bucket. Jolly was wide open, and it's 28-27 East. Central on the attack. Go ahead.
As back and forth we go here to start out the second half.
Willinger, nice bounce to Sawyer. He'll kiss it off the glass and good. Oh, I'll tell you what. Teams get hot. They get hot. We saw the Thunderbirds go just nuclear on Cheyenne South last week. Hayes drives in off the window and good. Now they are battling back and forth. It's 30-29. Sawyer, spin around move inside, draws the whistle, and the block foul on Hayes. Hayes is not happy, or is it an offensive foul?
Looks like it's going to be an offensive foul on Central. They're first.
So Sawyer picking up the offensive charge. Good job by Hayes to get set. It's a 30-29 score in favor of the T-Birds. Schlabs on the far side. Now to Jackson, right in front of us, back over to Schlabs. Now to Jackson. Jackson on the angle, again staying outside the arc. Over to Mirich. Mirich dumps it inside to Hayes on the high block. Back out to Schlabs. Hayes, now Jackson for three. That's good. A Drew Jackson bomb from the angle. Makes it 33-29. So, check that. Whitworth trying to force one into Wildinger, and Jolly over the back of Wildinger picks up his third foul.
Team's first call against Cheyenne East.
So the Thunderbirds will make a switch. That'll be Angelo Lohnert. He will come in. Lohnert is a 6-foot senior as he will step in for Jolly. Shumway needing to get it in, hands it off, and a timeout called by Jim Schaefer. Couldn't get the ball in, and Jim Schaefer says, I want a timeout. 5:58 to go, quarter three. Thunderbirds 33, Indians 29. Back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue. And the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
Come back out of the timeout. Jackson nailing a big tray to give East a 4-point advantage here in quarter number three. Shumway sends it out to Sawyer. Sawyer back to Shumway. They'll work outside the perimeter. Now to Sawyer. Shumway. Jackson Whitworth, he'll take the three. Bang! Oh my goodness. Jackson Whitworth, you think he's feeling comfortable at that 2 spot again, Nick? Last year he was at the point. Missed shot by Schlabs and rebound pulled down by Cheyenne Central. Shumway pirouetting around, gets it off to Sawyer in the corner. Back to Shumway. Got the mismatch down below with Brown and Schlabs. Sawyer to Shumway, and they'll reload the offense. Wildinger, far side. Gets the screen from Brown. He'll step back for the three. Can't get it to go off the front of the iron. Shumway comes away with the rebound behind the back and puts it up and in. James Brown. Brown easily with the hoop. In the corner, Jackson for three. Bang! And a Drew Jackson answer right back. East leads by a deuce, 36-34. Sawyer almost had his pocket picked by Mirich. Gets inside, throws it up, gets it to go, and draws the foul.
Count the basket, it is good. Second whistle going against Cheyenne East. Tie ball game at 36 apiece.
The foul will be on Lahner, his first. Sawyer with a chance for the Indians to grab the lead as we are knotted up 36. Again, Central with the marked height advantage on the floor right now. Shot on the way by Sawyer is no good. And the long rebound into the hands of Bowman, who checks in for Lahner. Bowman with the basketball, drives along the baseline, and well, take your pick. He got hacked, whacked, and shellacked by Wildinger.
As Central will pick up their second team foul here.
So it will be Brendan Bowman to the line to shoot a pair. First shot is good. Key free throw right there for Bowman.
Cheyenne East with a 1-point lead. 4:32 remains here in the third.
Second shot on the way is also good. Somebody's water got spilled out here on our counter. Quickly, Whitworth to Brown. Brown wanting to get inside, spin around move. That one will go around twice and fall in for Brown as he got past Schlabs. Schlabs sends it back to Hayes. Hayes to Mirich with 4:05 to go. Mirich, spin around move. High off the glass and good. Nice little leaner there by Nathan Mirich. And it's now a 40-38 score. Battling back and forth. Shumway to Sawyer. Sawyer staying outside. Wants to get inside. Try to spin around move. Kicks it back out to Shumway. Shumway draws Jackson. Man-on-man defense. Both teams thus far. Wildinger with 3:30 to go. Wildinger gets by Hayes. Puts it up. Won't trickle on in. Wildinger battles for his own rebound. How about that? And I don't know if it's a jump ball. It is a jump ball, and it'll be out to Cheyenne East. Rail will come in for Mirich with 3:26 to go here in the quarter.
There's been high, explosive, just energy, fireworks aplenty by both teams.
40-38. Schlabs, and the reach-in will be on Sawyer. This might be a case, Nick, of who has the ball at the end of the game.
It's looking like it as of right now. Third whistle going to get Cheyenne Central there.
Carson Brown along with Mason Tafoya, and we'll see Mason Dehoff in. Driving along the baseline, hitting the deck is Jackson, no good. Rebound into the hands of the Central Indians, and Tafoya throws it right in the hands of Bowman. Breaking free is Jackson. He misses the bunny. In the backcourt is Dehoff to Carson Brown. Brown finds James Brown outside on the far side. He'll step back for the three. Rainbow three. Can't get it to go. Wide open look at it. And Bowman comes down the rebound, and Rusty Horsey says, slow it down, reset the offense. Schlabs looks over, puts the ball on his hip with 2:35 to go. Here in quarter number three, Jackson flips it back to Bowman, again staying outside the perimeter. Now to Hayes. Hayes over to Schlabs for three. That one won't go. Rebound hauled in by Carson Brown. The lead is two for the T-Birds, 40-38. Across the way, Dehoff drives along the baseline. Puts on the brakes, try to dump it down low to Brown. Brown wasn't looking, but Hayes comes away with it quickly to Jackson. In the corner to Bowman. Bowman drives, loses the handle, but into the hands of Rail. Rail to Schlabs. His shot short. Ball saved by Hayes. Into Garrett Schlabs' hands. Schlabs will draw the foul. What a great job by Cam Hayes.
It's an interesting series of events there for Cheyenne East going their way.
Sawyer picks up his third. Schlabs will go to the line. He'll shoot a pair. But Cam Hayes did the most spectacular thing by keeping that ball alive. Mirich checks in for Jackson. Schlabs misses the free throw. Second shot on the way for Schlabs. That is good. And coming in for Schlabs will be Cale Listman. Listman, a 5'8" junior.
3-point lead now for Cheyenne East. First point in quite a while for either side.
Backcourt pressure applied by the T-Birds. Tafoya to Shumway. Shumway trying to get past Listman. He does so. Gets it into the near court. Far side ball loose on the floor. And then Listman takes out Shumway. And that will be a foul on the junior.
He'll pick up the foul, his first, team's third against Cheyenne East.
So a very short exit for both Schlabs and Jackson. They come in. Rail will come on out. Listman will also check out with a $1:45 to go. The lead is 3. DeHoff hold everything. Got some debris on the floor.
No, it looks like it's
it looked like
plate.
debris, but it's not.
It's one of the floor plates I got dislodged.
So we'll do it again as DeHoff will bring it into Shumway. Shumway walks it over the timeline as the ball was thrown in the backcourt. Bad pass by Shumway. And again, Schlabs, who's so quick, almost came away with that, knocks it out in front of the Central fans. That's the student section. DeHoff will bring it in. So Shumway reloads the offense. On a bounce over to Tafoya. Tafoya, high block to DeHoff, down low to Willinger. Off the glass and good. Nice assist, nice bucket. Quickly, Jackson on the near side. Fires across the way to Schlabs. Schlabs, no look pass to Hayes. Hayes takes it inside. Off the glass, good. Good athleticism there by Cam Hayes. Makes it a 43-40 score, under a minute to play in quarter number 3.
Yeah, Central right now again setting up the offense, slowing things down.
Tafoya back on top to Wildinger. 45 seconds ago. Wildinger again stays outside the perimeter. On the angle they go to Shumway. Shumway doesn't like anything inside. Fires over here on the near side to Wildinger with 30 seconds left to go. Brown to Shumway, almost lost the handle. Shumway wants to take it inside himself, fires it back out to Brown. Brown being guarded by Schlabs. And an offensive foul. No, it'll be a travel. It's a travel before an offensive foul. I think Jim Schaefer's going to be happy with that.
He'll take that instead of adding a foul to Brown.
And with 19 seconds to go, the T-Birds have a chance to probably grab one of the biggest leads of the night.
Looks like a little moisture on the floor as referees trying to take care of that.
So
as one referee looking for a towel, I do believe.
And there comes somebody.
So there we go. We'll get the moisture at least mopped up here.
We need a towel here. Somebody spilled water on our stuff. What the heck?
As long as it doesn't touch the at least equipment.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to turn it into a piece of bacon. Jackson, his pass is tipped away, taken away by Tafoya, knocked away, ball loose on the floor, and goes off the sneakers of one Drew Jackson. So with 8.7 seconds to go, Indians have a chance to draw within one, maybe tie it. Shumway fires it into DeHoff. DeHoff has his pass knocked away by Bowman. Quickly to Shumway. Shumway takes it all the way. Reverse layup, good! Sammy Shumway hitting at the closing second, and the Indians trail by 1. It's 43-42. The final 8 minutes after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union is now offering a simple way to help make your money work for you. Meridian Trust will now pay 4% interest on their Max Rewards free checking accounts with balances up to $25,000 per month. Get all the details at mymeridiantrust.com or stop by your local Meridian Trust branch with 3 locations in Cheyenne. 4349 East Lincoln Way, 1602 East Prairie Avenue, and downtown at 2223 Warren Avenue. Right now is the perfect time to become a Meridian Trust member. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, where your deposits are safely insured by the NCUA. Be sure to stop in today.
So we know why the Lady Thunderbirds are number 1, 63-45. But this one here, wow, Indians and the Thunderbirds. And again, the Thunderbirds trying to make do without Coulter McAnally on the floor have done very well thus far. Aside from Jackson Whitworth.
I was going to say, Cheyenne Central also too dealing with no Chase Talent. So again, both teams with a star player down.
Yeah, but Whitworth has been the only outside bright hope for Cheyenne Central thus far. And they need a little more help than that. It's 43-42 as we open up quarter number 4. Brown on the outside, far side. Spin around move over Schlabs, can't get it to go, keeps it alive, but over the back, loose ball. So Brown lucky to have only his 3rd foul. Marcus DeHoff will come in for Brown as James, who played the entire 3rd quarter, picks up his 3rd foul here in the first 25 seconds.
Team's 5th called against Cheyenne Central.
Right now you got a mismatch with Geyser Jolly in there right now. Schlabs crossed the way to Jackson for 3. That won't go. Rebound. Picking it up along the baseline is Willinger, and he'll go to Shumway with it. Shumway with Jackson hounding him to Willinger down along the baseline. Works on Jolly. Gets Jolly to commit. Count the bucket as Jolly on his back picks up his 4th foul. Kaiser Jolly with his 4th foul.
Team's 4th called against Cheyenne East.
And Central grabbing the lead, 44-43. Willinger looking for the old-fashioned 3. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And 1 of 3. Jolly clearing the board. Central lead is 1. Jackson to Schlabs, back to Jackson. Now on the near side. Schlabs, high post, they get it to Hayes, and he'll send it back outside the arc to Schlabs. Now to Jackson for 3. That won't go. Battle for the board. Tipped around, ends up in the hands of Willinger. And here comes Shumway. Long pass to Tafoya. In and out of his hands. Through behind him as he was breaking down the floor. Quickly Schlabs down. Pull up a running right hand. Air ball. Rebound pulled up by Jackson. And Jackson puts it up and in. 45-44.
6:17 remaining here in this ball game.
On the Taco John scoreboard, Willinger now to DeHoff. DeHoff to Whitworth. Whitworth on the near side. Staying outside to Tafoya. Over to DeHoff. Now they go back on top to Shumway. 6 minutes to go now. Whitworth on the angle near side. Now we'll send it between the loops to Willinger. Willinger wants to work on Jolly. Jolly with 4 fouls, oh, by the way.
Central just taking their time, seeing any gaps or openings in this East defense.
Yeah, and I think the War Tribe knows that Jolly has 4 fouls right now, trying to work him inside. DeHoff loses the basketball. He's tied up with Schlabs, and it'll be a jump ball. So Jolly gets out in time. Sawyer will come back, and he'll come in for DeHoff. It will be out to East. So, in essence, a turnover by the Indians.
A big miss opportunity for Cheyenne Central, who killed a lot of time off the clock there.
Jackson over to Schlabs. Back over to Jackson. They're just playing keep away. Staying outside, a no-look bounce pass to Mirich. Mirich on the wing, near side, over to Jackson. Jackson now to Schlabs. Schlabs and a timeout call by Rusty Horsley, a 30-second timeout. 5:14 to go in the game. East clinging on to a 1-point lead, 45-44. Back after this 30-second timeout you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout Southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
Thunderbirds with a 1-point advantage. Rusty Horsley timeout. And they will load it right in front of their bench with Garrett Schlabs. Right in front of us, right to the left of me. And we'll get it into Jackson, back to Schlabs, as now they will attack the zone to our left. Central looks like they've gone zone now. Kick it off to Bowman in the corner for three. That won't go. And Sawyer just allows the basketball to go out.
Ball will go to the Indians, who trail by a point here.
45-44, and we're under 5 minutes to play. Sawyer, I checked that, Shumway gets it over the timeline on a bounce to Willinger, far side. Willinger on top. Now to Sawyer. Sawyer wanted to get inside. That was cut off by Jackson. Gets it out to Shumway. Shumway trying to drive along the baseline. They are pushing and shoving, that's for sure. Jackson Whitworth. Back over to Shumway. And to Willinger. Again, staying outside. Central being very patient with the basketball. Looking for that open opportunity. Brown is checked back in. They want to get it down into him. He's got the height right now. Kicking off in the corner, Whitworth for three. That one rimmed out. Willinger comes down with a rebound and puts it back up and in. Right place, right time, Zach Willinger. And it's a Central lead, 46-45. Schlabs over to Hayes. Hayes on the wing. Bowman back to Hayes, now to Schlabs with 3:50 to go. Garrett trying to direct the offense. He'll step back for the three. That one won't go. Sky for the rebound is Jackson. Nice job by Drew. Both him and Mirich had great position for that board. Jackson in between the rings trying to get by Shumway. Ball loose on the floor. Good save by Jackson. Jackson into the hands of Schlabs. Schlabs gets inside, and he tried to get one on the reverse side. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Willinger. Willinger quickly to Sawyer. Sawyer off the window and good. How about Joseph Sawyer on the assist from Zach Willinger? It's a 48-45 lead for the Indians. I think they led by three. That was their biggest lead early at a 3-0 score. So again, they've tied their biggest lead of the night.
Nice little surge here in the second half, including this fourth quarter. Cheyenne East right now killing time, setting up the offense.
Jackson staying outside. Schlabs, Hayes, again outside the arc. Now taking it inside as Schlabs throws it up, draws the foul on Willinger as Schlabs hits the floor. And for Zach, that will be his third, and Garrett will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Sixth whistle going against Cheyenne Central here.
Again, big free throws coming up now for the Thunderbirds. Schlabs at the free throw line is 2 of 4. 3 of 5.
T-Birds trail by 2 now.
This is a very critical free throw. Kaiser Jolly will come back. Kaiser playing with 4 fouls will come in for Cam Hayes. Hayes in one of his first starting assignments now that Colter McAnally has been basically shelved. Second shot is good, and the lead is 1. Quickly, they'll get into Shumway, beats the backcourt pressure. Shumway on a bounce to Willinger over Jolly, misses the shot. Had the bunny and the ball on the floor, and we got a tie-up between Jolly, Shumway, and Willinger. It'll be, I do believe, a jump ball. If it is a jump ball, it'll be out to Cheyenne Central.
As it will be
calmer heads prevailing. It got a little tight. It is possession arrow Central. So again, the possession arrow is in favor of Central. So now we got.
I think we have an issue with the scores table here, or at least regarding the possession arrow.
Well, the last jump ball went to Cheyenne East. So it should be out to Cheyenne Central. I know.
I think the referees are telling that again. Yeah, so it will be
Cheyenne Central. With 2:35 to go. Even though I predicted who I thought was going to win.
Yeah.
I want both these teams to play on and on and on. This has been a great game. So now it will be out next time to the Thunderbirds. We'll know that for a fact. Shumway, with 2:30 to go, has the basketball on the Taco John scoreboard. Central clinging to a 1-point advantage. Whitworth to Sawyer. Sawyer on a bounce over to Shumway. Again, they'll just play keep away and milk the clock. Sawyer gets Mirage to commit, drops it down low along the baseline to Brown. Brown can't get it to go. Jolly clears the board. Quickly to Bowman. Bowman fires inside to Jolly. Jolly drops it back. Mirage for the three. Can't get it to fall. Jolly puts it back up and in. Kaiser Jolly, one of the biggest hoops of the night. And quickly down the floor and down with an ankle goes Wildinger. Oh my. We'll see if there's a foul.
It looked like indication was a foul.
The foul will be on Schlabs. Wildinger came down. And again, this is a hard surface here over at Story Gym. So for Schlabs, he'll pick up the foul on the transition side by Cheyenne Central. We'll keep it here. And again, they're tending to Zach Willinger. Do want to remind you again, no action for us on 1480 KRAE. We will be back on the 10th. We will be at the Thunderdome. It'll be the Campbell County Camels, the Camels, and the East High Thunderbirds. And then we will be back at it on Saturday on the 11th, as we will be over at Pine Bluffs High School for the Hornets and for the Burns Bronx, as we'll see that second matchup between those two. So Zach Wildinger will hobble off the floor under his own power, and that's a good sign. And hopefully, with 1:50 to go, he'll get that opportunity to come back. Shooting the free throws for Wildinger will be Mason Tafoya. First shot is no good. So Tafoya looking to tie things up. Second shot on the way, and it's no good as well. Brown had the rebound and can't come up with it. It ends up in the hands of Bowman. Bowman quickly to Mirich with a $1:40 to go, and Rusty Horsley will call a full timeout for the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds. So with 1:42 to go, it's East holding on to a 49-48 lead. Again, a reminder, we want to say thank you to all our fine sponsors, because I know we'll be trying to get out of here as quick as we can after the ball game, because it'll be clearing out in a hurry. We do want to thank all our fine sponsors while we got a chance here. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, MHP LLP, Lennox Auto Body and the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Halliday Motors, Platte Valley Bank, Merritt Plumbing and Heating, Cheyenne Urological, Cheyenne Pack and Ship, the Gill Window Company, Kia of Cheyenne, Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Tier Bank, Burns Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service, the United States Air Force Recruiting Office here in Cheyenne, Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Del Range, Two Doors Down, Medicap Pharmacy, Page and Zach Lane at number 1 Properties. And Taco John's our scoreboard sponsor with a $1.42. East leads 49-48. Wildinger goes down. Tafoya missing on both free throw attempts, and then East comes down with a rebound, and Rusty Horsley decides to call a timeout and kind of square things around. So with 102 seconds left to go in this game, it's a 49-48 score.
Was this as advertised as we thought it would be again?
Yeah.
Two teams, again, 1 versus 2 here in Class 4A.
And Central had for the most part, have been their own worst enemy, especially from the outside. Schlabs to Jackson. Jackson pull up baseline jumper. Good! For Drew Jackson, hitting probably one of the hugest buckets of the night. Sawyer with 1:23 to go, a lot of time left.
Central slowing things down here.
Shumway over to Sawyer. I'd anticipate if the Indians get a score, they're going to call a timeout. Pump fake by Sawyer, sends it out to Brown for 3. That misses the mark. Ball tapped around. Hayes will cover it up with 1 minute to go.
Gotta imagine East is going to absolutely try to kill as much time as they can here.
You want to make sure you get into one of your best free throw shooters' hands.
Both teams with plenty of fouls left.
Schlabs over to Jolly. Jolly tried to force one down low to Hayes, and Tafoya alertly knocks it away with 49.8 seconds to go.
East with 3 timeouts remaining. Cheyenne Central with 4.
Hayes over to Schlabs. And then Tafoya just on the push. That would be the 17th foul. That will send Schlabs to the line for Tafoya, his first.
And again, not a bad foul, so to speak, that Central gave up right there. Again, East has had struggles from the free throw line.
No, Schlabs got to hit that front side. He is 2 for 2 in the quarter. And he misses it. Jolly couldn't come down with the board as it ends up in the hands of Sawyer, and quickly a Jim Schaefer timeout. 37.9 seconds left to go. It is a 51-48 East lead. We're back after the 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
MHP is a certified public accounting and consulting firm located in Bow, Cheyenne, and Fort Collins, offering accounting, tax, and consulting services to businesses, not-for-profit, government, and individual clients. MHP takes pride in their commitment to providing close, personal attention to their clients. They also continue to invest time and resources in continuing education, state-of-the-art computer technology, and valuing their relationships with you. MHP is a proud supporter of local and UW athletics. MHP, 314 West 18th Street, or call 634-2151. Proud supporters of Cheyenne and community athletes Paige and Zach Lane with number 1 Properties would like to wish all the high school and college athletes a successful year on the field and on the court. They have and will continue to support student athletes and are proud to be members of the Cheyenne community. Contact Paige and Zach if you want to sell or buy a home. A special thank you for referrals as well. From your friends at number 1 Properties, Paige and Zach Lane. Call 307-214-0827.
Shumway, Brown, Tafoya, and Whitworth for Cheyenne Central. Jackson along with Schlabs, Jolly, Hayes, and Marich in the final 30 seconds. Sawyer on top. Fires it over to Shumway. Shumway now to Whitworth. Whitworth, the only one who seems to find the outside tonight. Sawyer. Back over to Whitworth. Whitworth can't get a shot off with 11 seconds left to go. Sawyer bobbles the pass, launches a long range. Bang! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my goodness! And then a long range launch by Jackson with 1.3 seconds to go.
We got a foul on Shumway.
And a foul called on Shumway. And Jim Schaefer's going, you gotta be kidding me. How about the shot by Sawyer?
We have a timeout called by Coach.
And Jim Schaefer wants a timeout with 1.3 seconds to go. That'll allow us a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Tired of choosing between finances and family time? Platte Valley Bank can help you take care of everything without missing anything. With our online and mobile banking, you can experience immediate access to check your account balance, pay bills, transfer money, and even create a budget. When life has you on the go, Platte Valley Bank makes it simple to take your banking with you. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
We welcome you back to Story Gym. How about this replay by Joe Sawyer? Holy cow! You gotta be kidding me.
But here's the situation. Shumway called with a foul with 1.3 seconds remaining. East is at the line here. 18th foul called against Cheyenne East.
It's still, and another timeout called by Jim Schaefer, and that's a smart call. Again, trying to ice Garrett Schlabs. Again, Schlabs missed the last time. This is also a bonus situation. It's not double bonus.
Yeah.
So, again, a nice chess match being played. For Garrett Schlabs, he is a senior. You know, again, you definitely want somebody like him at the free throw line for you. Let's take a look at the numbers if I can sort out through the wet papers right here on Garrett Schlabs. Schlabs at the free throw line, 66%. So, again, odds are in his favor right now that he's going to hit.
One timeout remains for Cheyenne Central, 3 for Cheyenne East.
Schlabs calmly goes to the line. It is loud in here. Shot on the way is good.
It's the first. Had to hit the first, he got it.
Yeah.
Now here's the question, do you hit the second or do you just toss up a throw and at least try to get the rebound?
I don't know. Let's see what he does. You're right, he threw up a brick and it goes off the fingertips.
With 0.3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it went off the fingertips of Sawyer, and actually, so the Central Indians got a break. So there's 0.3 seconds left. See, and I didn't see anybody else for Cheyenne East around. So what do we got going on here now? The officials, they're going to say put a second on. So the officials keeping count on the floor.
Again, Central does have one timeout remaining.
And they are going to take that last timeout with 1 second. What do you do, Nick? I mean, we'll keep it here.
I don't know.
You're going to have to fire. You're going to have to fire the bomb down to Brown. Here's what I would do. You fire the bomb down to Brown.
You're going to huck it and chuck it all the way down court, and again,
and put it up and in.
Yeah.
Because once he touches the basketball, that's when the clock starts.
Yeah.
So,
wow, what a way to come down to the final. Again, we talked about the final possession. This is it.
Yeah.
With 1 second remaining. Again, East, as we talked about the free throw shooting, again, has been kind of inconsistent this season. It still came in clutch there with Schlabs. 1 point advantage, Cheyenne East up 52-51. East looking to pick up a unbelievable victory here.
So for Cheyenne Central, it's got to be a length of the court pass.
Here's also
and an alley-oop.
And here's the situation as well too for Cheyenne East. Don't foul. Don't foul.
Yeah.
As you can hear, everyone right behind us. 5 fouls for Cheyenne East as well too.
Well, technically they got one to give.
But again, we're 1 second.
And they got Jolly up front. Nobody. It's going to be an inbound from Whitworth. Shumway launches one. No good. And the East High Thunderbirds complete the sweep with a 52-51 win over Cheyenne Central. Central tonight, again, we'll have to do a little reflection on this loss. For the Thunderbirds, it's a very high momentum win for them, especially in the absence of Coulter McAnally. Can this team keep that momentum going? I think a win over Cheyenne East or Cheyenne Central proved to me tonight that, they are one player short, but, a couple of them stepped up tonight in the clutch for the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds. And one of those kids was Cam Hayes, who had a lot of minutes on the floor as he had to step in that starting role. So for the East High Thunderbirds, they win 52-51.
Yeah, I was going to say for the East High Thunderbirds, again, with a victory, 12-2 here again in overall. They still remain at least undefeated in conference play for the Cheyenne Central Indians with a loss 12-3. They'll pick up their first conference loss. Wow, what a win. Again, battle of 1 versus 2 here in Class 4A. Take a chance on the YouTube side to go back again. The final, at least what made it interesting, was that big-time three-pointer by Cheyenne Central. But again, a foul by Shumway, a questionable call. Free throw made by Schlabs. Game over, ball game. East wins the first go-around of this East Central battle, which will set and happen again later on in a few weeks here at Story Gymnasium. Wow.
And you know what, too, and as much as we rag on officials, that's a gutsy call.
Yeah.
That was a gutsy call in the backcourt.
You could tell that Jim Schaefer was not too happy about that one. It showed his frustration. Again, looking at that play, does Shumway and just Schaefer have the benefit of the doubt? Possible.
Yeah,
possibly.
But again, it was a gutsy call at the end. All right, real quick, we're going to keep it here and just remind you again of the final score, 52-51 in favor of the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds as they win tonight. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll get ready to wrap things up here courtside at Story Gym, where the Lady Thunderbirds win earlier, 63-45, completing the nightcap and the sweep. T-Birds 52-51 over the Cheyenne Central Indians. Back after a 60-second timeout. You listen to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Tired of choosing between finances and family time? Platte Valley Bank can help you take care of everything without missing anything. With our online and mobile banking, you can experience immediate access to check your account balance, pay bills, transfer money, and even create a budget. When life has you on the go, Platte Valley Bank makes it simple to take your banking with you. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
17 years, and we're still striving to offer you the best value in a new vehicle. I'm AJ Miller here at Kia of Cheyenne. Come by and see the new 2023 Kia Sportage. 3 models and 7 trims available with powerful engine options, premium interiors, and on-demand tech features. Kia gives you more with an industry-leading warranty and roadside assistance from over 17,000 providers. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com and we'll make it easy.
A lot of scoring in the fourth quarter. Each team put up 9 points for Cheyenne East, 11-15, 17 and 9 tonight.
Yeah.
And we're just going to run down quickly. Garrett Schlabs, Drew Jackson, they were the top scorers along with Nathan Marich. Schlabs here in my count. And again, these are all official numbers with 14 points. And number 14 was the biggest point of the night for the Thunderbirds. You look at Drew Jackson, who had a half dozen in the first half, came back with looks like 10 more in the second half, so 16 points for Jackson. Marich, who had a half dozen in the second quarter, added another bucket. He had 8. Joey Rail off the bench for 2. Brendan Bowman, a couple of free throws, key free throws in the third quarter with 2 points. Cam Hayes with 4 points. It may be a quiet 4 points, but again, he was battling the Wildengers, the Browns, and Sawyers all night long.
Trying
Did
to
a
fill
great job.
height, that void of Colton McAnally without a doubt. So again, it was at least 4 points, but again, it was a quiet. At least it was effective for Cheyenne East in a big way.
You sacrifice the scoring for defense, and a half dozen for Kaiser Jolly.
Proved dividends again, holding Cheyenne Central, as we talked, both of these offense able to score 70, 80, 90 points. You held the Cheyenne Central Indians, which again, we've seen them put up some pretty high numbers over the past couple contests we've seen. They held them to 51. Impressive.
All right, for the Cheyenne Central Indians, they scored 10 in quarter number 1, 14 in quarter number 2, 18 quarter 3, 9 points as well in quarter number 4. Sammy Shumway with only 5 points for Zach Willinger. He ended up the night with 9 points Joseph Sawyer got heated up in the second half after only scoring 2 in the first half. So for Sawyer, he had 11 points. James Brown, who had a good first half where he had 9 points, he wrapped up the night with 13. Jackson Whitworth with the only outside shots, 9 points for the Cheyenne Central Indians and 4 points for Mason Tafoya. So that's going to wrap things up. East High wins 52-51 as they maintain their grip atop the Class 4A standings.
So we'll remain as the number 1 team here in Class 4A. Again, we'll see what happens to Cheyenne Central with the loss, but either way, though, what a battle. Guess what? We still got one more here at Story Gymnasium in the regular season. Again, as we talked about for Cheyenne Central versus Cheyenne East, this could be something we see regional and possibly state tournament as well, too. This was a thriller, and again, it's only going to get better as the season goes on.
All right, well, that's going to wrap things up here from Story Gym again. East with the sweep. Ladies winning the opener 62-45, and in the nightcap it was what?
I was going to say, East winning 52-51. Before we wrap things up, quick plugs. Again, tune in Monday. KRAE reports here, 1480 KRAE. We'll be joined by Tim Bradshaw, at least the authority of the Cheyenne Regional Airport, as we'll talk about construction and delays now over at Cheyenne Regional Airport. Again, talk about that situation. So, again, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. over on 1480 KRAE. Again, tune in this Monday. Tim Bradshaw, again, in charge of the Cheyenne Regional Airport. He'll give us the update on what's happening over there.
All right. So, again, second contest, as Nick mentioned, 52-51 in favor of the T-Birds, so they get the sweep here at Story Gym. Again, Cancer Awareness Night. Great crowd on hand. Tip of the cap to all of those alumni, Cheyenne residents, and just good old-fashioned basketball fans that came on out to support East and Central tonight.
Chad Whitworth as well, too, putting this on, or at least got
Chad, and again, for Jerry Slabs, he had the easy job tonight. He just wore a pink shirt. He got to be a dad and a fan tonight, so that's kind of a neat deal. So we're going to wrap things up here from courtside. Want to thank Lanny Daces back at the house for pushing all the right buttons. For my broadcast partner, Nick Proietti, and again, for all the pictures as well as all the highlights we do, thank him very much for that. So for Nick and Lanny, I'm Larry Proietti. We wrap things up here from Story Gym. We now